Chapter 858. Much Wei had been staying at the poison sect's base for the past few days. Initially, she was brought here by her father to seek medical help. In the end, Much Wei lived a better life in the poison sect than in the Ma family in Acropolis City. The multiform Poison King arranged 4 maids for Much Wei to take care of her daily needs. The people in the poison sect were very respectful to Much Wei. Her words were like an imperial edict. If there were no poisonous creatures crawling all over the mountain and no strong herbal smell wafting in the courtyard, Much Wei's life in the poison sect would be as free and unrestrained as an immortal. "Master, you were looking for me." Much Wei ran to the multiform Poison King's room excitedly. The multiform Poison King looked at Much Wei in disbelief. Much Wei had only been in the poison sect for 10 days, but she had undergone an earth-shattering transformation. That fat and muscular woman had turned into a delicate and beautiful woman. "Chui, you really change every day. Master almost couldn't recognize you." "Hee hee. This is all thanks to Master's patient guidance. You taught me how to control and use the poisonous gas in my body." Much Wei was very happy. Ever since her body became thinner, Much Wei often looked at herself in the mirror for the whole afternoon. Every time she looked at her tall, slender figure and handsome face in the mirror, Much Wei would think of Qin Feng. Much Wei couldn't wait to fly to Qin Feng's side and let him see the changes in her body. The multiform Poison King's eyes shone with kindness. Much Wei had the body of 1,000 poison, a sacred body of the poison sect. She was born with a sense of closeness to the people in the poison sect. Although the multiform Poison King was cruel and merciless to outsiders, he loved Much Wei as if she was his own grandfather. It just so happened that the multiform Poison King had no children, so he spoiled Much Wei even more. "Chui, you have basically controlled the poisonous gas in your body. As long as you practice diligently according to the method I taught you, your realm will continue to increase, and your strength will also increase." The multiform Poison King said some words of concern and then went into the main topic. "Oh right, I called you here because I need you to help me with something. Master, please instruct me." "Chui, will definitely do my best." Much Wei was a person who knew how to repay kindness. She didn't even ask about the specifics before she agreed. The multiform Poison King nodded his head in relief and continued, "Our poison sect has been established for hundreds of years and we have a great reputation in the martial arts world. Normal sects and factions don't dare to provoke us, but whoever provokes the poison sect will not have a good ending. However, not too long ago, there was a brat who was blind enough to offend our poison sect. Your old Uncle Ian was poisoned by that brat's king of poison and he's half dead now. The reason why I called you here is because I hope that you can get close to that brat and poison him to get rid of this evil fellow." "Master, what's that person's name? I'm going to settle the score with him." Much Wei had already regarded herself as a member of the poison sect. She was very unhappy when she found out that someone was targeting the poison sect. Some time ago, there was a rumor in the martial arts world that the brat was dead, so the poison sect didn't look for trouble with him. However, a few days ago, the martial arts world was in an uproar because of that brat. It turns out that he's not dead. He just changed his identity a few times. Now, not only did he take over the position of the young master of the Qin family in the provincial capital, but he also became one of the 9 dragons of China, the Azure Dragon. His name is Qin Feng. He used to be a hedonistic young master in Acropolis City. Later, he faked his death and changed his identity to Qiao Feng. Now that Qiao Feng has become the Azure Dragon of China, he must have broken through the peak of stage 9 inner Qi. It's hard for me to deal with this kind of expert. That's why I thought of asking you to poison him because Qin Feng is naturally lustful. Now that you've become so beautiful, you'll definitely be able to seduce him." Sigh. "Chui, I have no choice but to do this. Think about it first. If you don't want to go, I won't force you. The multiform Poison King had a helpless expression on his face. He never expected that he, the dignified master of the poison sect and the #1 poison expert in the martial arts world, would be reduced to a state where he was at a loss for what to do with a 20-year-old brat. Ma Chui was dumbfounded. When she heard Qiao Feng's name, she felt as if she was struck by lightning. Was the Qiao Feng mentioned by her master the same Qiao Feng who kissed her? Chui, are you okay? Sigh. Forget it, I'll think of a way. Just pretend I didn't say anything. The multiform Poison King thought that Ma Chui was scared silly by Qin Feng's title as the Azure Dragon of China. He immediately felt sorry for Ma Chui. Just as he was about to cancel his plan to ask Ma Chui to deal with Qin Feng, Ma Chui came back to her senses. Ah. Master, I'm willing to accept this mission. Can I see Qiao Feng's photo first? After the multiform Poison King found out about Qin Feng's 3 identities, he specifically asked someone to get a photo of Qiao Feng and Green Wolf. After rummaging through his phone, the multiform Poison King found Qiao Feng's photo. Ma Chui held the phone and looked at the extremely ordinary yet incomparably familiar face in the photo. Her heart skipped a beat. It was also at this moment that Ma Chui realized that Qiao Feng was Qin Feng. No wonder Zhao Lingxian and Qiao Feng appeared as a couple at the birthday party. It wasn't that Zhao Lingxian betrayed Qin Feng and had an affair with another man. They were the same person. Qin Feng is strong and resourceful. Let's forget about this. I'll find someone else to deal with him. The more the multiform Poison King thought about it, the more uneasy he became. He was worried about letting Ma Chui go. No, I have to go. Master, don't say anything else. I'll go find Qin Feng now. After Ma Chui found out the truth, she was extremely anxious. She ran out of the multiform Poison King's room to find Qin Feng. On top of the Divine Dragon Mountain, Qin Shao looked at the guard and said, "You can leave. I'll take this brat to see Master." The guard had already left. At the entrance of the Divine Dragon Palace, Qin Feng and Qin Shao looked at each other. Qin Zhao's eyes were filled with resentment. Qin Feng's mentality underwent a huge change. His face was expressionless. "My good big brother, you've been in the limelight recently. You must feel great. Let me tell you, don't be too proud. That position of patriarch was unfair. It was given to you by Grandpa out of charity. What's more, isn't it just the young patriarch of the Qin family? How much power does that have? I don't care about it at all. Now that I've become the disciple of the Divine Dragon and follow him, it won't be long before I challenge you again and take back everything that I've lost." Qin Shao said a bunch of harsh words, but Qin Feng ignored him. Seeing that it was getting late, Qin Feng said, "Take me to see the Divine Dragon." Qin Shao felt that he was being looked down upon. He was so angry that he blew his beard and glared at Qin Feng. Qin Shao discovered that Qin Feng's aura had changed. It was purer and more majestic. Qin Feng's mentality had also improved a lot. At this moment, standing in front of Qin Feng suddenly felt that the two of them were not on the same level. Qin Shao suddenly felt a little disappointed. He was originally much stronger than Qin Feng, but in the short span of half a year, Qin Feng's change caught him off guard. "Qin Feng, today is the day you die. Even if you don't die, my master will beat you into a cripple." Qin Shao could only use the name of the Divine Dragon to suppress Qin Feng. In the end, Qin Feng didn't care at all. Qin Shao was so angry that his face turned red. He turned around and entered the Divine Dragon Palace. Qin Feng followed all the way. This Divine Dragon Palace was actually a cave. It seemed like the divine dragon had dug such a huge cave in the original mountain. There were torches on the surrounding rock walls. The cave was slightly cold, and Qin Feng involuntarily circulated his inner qi. After walking for a while, there was no longer a narrow tunnel in front of him. He came to an abnormally spacious valley. The valley was huge, white fog was boundless, and vegetation was overgrown. It was like a scene of paradise. Master, Qin Feng is here to challenge you. Nothing could be seen in the boundless fog, but Qin Shao bowed respectfully and spoke to the air. A voice that seemed to penetrate from afar sounded, "You can leave first." "Yes, Master." Qin Shao wanted to stay and see how Qin Feng would be tortured, but once the divine dragon spoke, Qin Shao immediately retreated. The mist in the valley suddenly moved and flew towards Qin Feng. Before Qin Feng could react, a surging aura surrounded Qin Feng and sent him flying. Pfft! As soon as he fell to the ground, Qin Feng spat out a mouthful of blood. Qin Feng didn't even have the time to suppress his inner qi. He quickly stood up and looked at the cloud of fog with a shocked expression. In the cloud of fog, there was a shadow of a person. He couldn't even determine if there was a person inside. Qin Feng had long heard of the power of the divine dragon. Above the 9 dragons was the divine dragon. However, when Qin Feng really faced the divine dragon, he deeply understood how powerful it was. Qin Feng didn't even make a move. He didn't even see the divine dragon, but he was already defeated. With just one simple move, he was completely defeated. "Your strength is too weak, much weaker than I imagined." The faint voice came from the white fog again. The fog began to dissipate gradually, and a figure appeared. A man in white stood in the distance. He had dashing eyebrows and long hair. He had an imposing appearance and a pair of eyes that shone like stars, emitting a sharp light. Qin Feng couldn't tell the divine dragon's age, but judging from his appearance, he was at most in his early 30s. Qin Feng always thought he was the youngest expert in China to step into stage 9 inner qi, but after seeing the divine dragon, he suddenly had doubts. "You are the divine dragon." Qin Feng suppressed his surging qi and blood and looked at the divine dragon with determination. "I am the divine dragon. 20 years ago, when the martial arts world was in chaos, you represented the dragon sect to suppress the conflict. My mother, Qingying, went missing. Do you know where she is?" Qin Feng suddenly became excited after he confirmed the divine dragon's identity. "I know. You know. Where? Where is my mother?" Qin Feng couldn't care less about his injured body and ran towards the divine dragon. Halfway through his run, the void in front of Qin Feng suddenly exploded, and he was sent flying backward. "You want to know where your mother is? You have to defeat me first." The divine dragon didn't move. He was dozens of meters away from Qin Feng, but his voice sounded like it came from thousands of meters away. Qin Feng crashed heavily into the rock wall. Even with the protection of the purple thunder wild robe, his internal organs were still dislocated. Before he could get up, Little Pig's anxious voice suddenly rang in his mind. "What? Master, bad news. The magnetic field has changed."
Buzz buzz buzz. System, buzz buzz. I've lost contact with the system, buzz buzz buzz. An ear-piercing noise rang in Qin Feng's mind. He hurriedly tried to communicate with Little Pig with his mind, but he couldn't contact Little Pig at all. Qin Feng then tried to sense the system, but he was instantly stunned. The system couldn't sense him at all. It was as if Qin Feng didn't have the hedonist sovereign system in his mind and the system had never existed. Aside from the battle at the Amethyst Dragon Palace and the time when Little Pig revealed his innate charm, Qin Feng hadn't encountered a situation where he suddenly lost contact with the system. Moreover, this time was different from the last 2 times. He couldn't sense the system for no reason this time. Qin Feng hadn't even started fighting, and unexpected situations kept happening one after another. He was a bit flustered. This was completely different from Qin Feng's plan. Qin Feng knew how powerful the divine dragon was, so he thought that if he really couldn't defeat the divine dragon, he could only release Shimen Shueishue and Ouyang Feng to deal with the divine dragon. However, he couldn't even contact the system, so this idea was completely shattered. Qin Feng couldn't even take out the spiritual equipment, pills, and Star Technologies products from the system.
Chapter 859. You've seen my strength, but you're not too nervous. Instead, you're worried about something else. What kind of trouble have you encountered? The divine dragon's ethereal voice sounded. Qin Feng trembled. When he looked into the divine dragon's starry eyes, he felt powerless, as if his thoughts were seen through. Is this the divine dragon, the most powerful person in the secular world of China? It really lives up to its reputation. Qin Feng was sure that he had lost contact with the system. Fortunately, he had cheated Yang Wei of a lot of medicinal pills during the medicinal pill conference. Qin Feng stored those medicinal pills in the emerald spiritual ring. Qin Feng took out a bottle of healing pills and poured them into his mouth. The divine dragon stood a dozen meters away and watched Qin Feng consume the healing pills. He did not stop him. The divine dragon maintained an indifferent smile on his face, as if nothing in the world could threaten him. Senior Divine Dragon, I'm here to ask about my mother's whereabouts. Since you know, please tell me. Qin Feng said. Hee hee. Are you kidding me? I do know a lot of things, and many people have come to ask me questions. But no one is allowed to step into the Divine Dragon Temple without my permission, unless they're dead. Of course, anyone who challenges me can ask me questions, but they have to defeat me to get the answers they want. Unfortunately, I've guarded China for decades, and no one has ever defeated me. The divine dragon's voice was indifferent, but it was filled with a strong sense of confidence. However, this kind of confidence was not repulsive. Instead, people felt that the divine dragon should be this arrogant. After Qin Feng understood the rules set by the divine dragon, he stopped talking nonsense. Since he could only find out his mother's whereabouts by defeating the divine dragon, Qin Feng would fight to the death. Rumble. The violent sound of thunder reverberated in the valley. Qin Feng and the divine dragon stood at the bottom of a huge valley surrounded by mountains. The sound of thunder was like the omen of an approaching storm. The purple thunder robe on Qin Feng's body suddenly crackled. The originally dull battle robe emitted a dazzling purple light. Purple electric currents were faintly discernible on the battle robe. The sound of thunder was caused by the flashing purple electric currents. In the outer martial arts world, orange-grade spiritual weapons were relatively rare, and blue-grade spiritual weapons were treasures that were fought over. This was the first time Qin Feng had obtained a purple-grade spiritual weapon. However, when the purple thunder wild robe entered the eyes of the divine dragon, it was like nothing. The light in the divine dragon's eyes disappeared in a flash. It's a pretty good battle robe, but that's all there is to it. Let me see your true strength. The dragon god always had a lofty attitude, exuding a dignified and powerful aura. Qin Feng didn't like this kind of dominance. No one wanted to be suppressed. Rumble. There was another loud explosion, as if thunder and a tiger's roar had exploded at the same time. Qin Feng's figure had already disappeared, and in the blink of an eye, he appeared in midair. The starlight glove on his right hand emitted a golden light, and it was as dazzling as a small sun in his hand. Qin Feng had already worn the starlight gauntlets and the purple thunder wild robe before he entered the divine dragon palace. Hence, he could still use these two weapons. Thunder rumbled incessantly, and the tiger's roar was hard to calm. Qin Feng unleashed all of his inner qi in a single punch. The turbulent fist wind tore through the air, and the valley began to shake. Loud noises came one after another. Although Qin Feng didn't achieve a breakthrough after eating the Cloud Immortal pill, his strength had increased tremendously. He could feel that the inner qi he released was purer, and its power was different from before. Rumble. The thunder tiger fist whistled through the air as if it was going to devour the heaven and earth. This punch contained the power of a stage 9 inner qi expert, but it didn't attract the divine dragon's attention. More than 10 meters away, a trace of disdain flashed across the divine dragon's face. Before Qin Feng could get any closer, the divine dragon casually waved his hand, and the void suddenly exploded. Qin Feng's body was blocked by an invisible barrier, and he couldn't move an inch. By the time Qin Feng wanted to retreat, it was too late. A loud explosion erupted from his body, and Qin Feng was sent flying once again. Pfft! The ground was dyed red, and it was all Qin Feng's blood. Qin Feng quickly took out a bottle of inner elemental pills and poured all the pills into his mouth. The exchange just now happened in the blink of an eye, but Qin Feng was sure of one thing. The divine dragon had indeed broken through to the true energy stage, and he could already control his qi to injure others. This was something that an inner energy stage martial artist couldn't do. You disappoint me. I'm starting to wonder if the dragon sect has fallen to such a state. Even a rookie like you can be conferred the title of 9 dragons. Or the green dragon of Huaxia. The divine dragon's eyes were full of disdain, and he was completely disappointed in Qin Feng's strength. Qin Feng suppressed his anger, but he had no chance to explode in front of a true energy stage powerhouse. However, Qin Feng wouldn't give up. He forced himself to stand up. The huge disparity in strength was something Qin Feng couldn't change, but the desire to defeat the divine dragon in his heart was the motivation for Qin Feng to persevere. Many people wanted to challenge the divine dragon, and they dreamed of defeating him. That way, they could use the divine dragon's fame to ascend to the peak and become the strongest king in the secular world of Huaxia. But Qin Feng was different. He wanted to defeat the divine dragon just to get information about his mother. You can talk big after you defeat me. Qin Feng roared and leaped into the air again. A long tendon appeared in his hand. This was the tendon that Qin Feng collected after hunting the unicorn rhinoceros in Devil Beast Mountain. Crackle. Qin Feng didn't have the spirit snake whip, so he used the rhinoceros tendon instead. The phantom whip technique activated by the stage 9 inner qi was even more powerful and mysterious. In the blink of an eye, a gust of wind blew in the air. Hundreds of crisscrossing whip shadows formed a dense net, covering the sky like a divine dragon. This whip technique is not bad, but it's still too far away. The divine dragon looked at the dense net of whip shadows above his head. A glint flashed in his eyes, and he waved his sleeves. The whip shadows disappeared instantly, and Qin Feng, who was in mid-air, was sent flying again. Bang! This time, the divine dragon's strength was obviously doubled. Qin Feng's entire body crashed into the hard rock wall, and his body sunk in. If this is all you've got, you can leave now. My opponent, the divine dragon, is not as weak as you. The divine dragon's expression became arrogant as if he was purposely provoking Qin Feng. Qin Feng, who was in the rock, had a few broken ribs. He sweated profusely from the pain when he moved his body slightly. Don't blindly compete with me. I'm not dead yet. As long as I'm not dead, I have a chance to defeat you. Qin Feng roared to the sky to vent the pain in his body. He poured another bottle of inner energy pill and healing medicine into his mouth. Then, he exerted all his strength and jumped out of the rock wall. Whoosh! A ray of white light appeared in the air. Whoosh! 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 The white light instantly increased, and it was as dense as a rainstorm. Qin Feng's body, due to his severe injuries, his jumping height was shorter than before. Soon, he landed on the ground. As soon as his feet touched the ground, Qin Feng leaped again and was on top of the divine dragon's head. He attacked wildly with both hands, and the intense flames fell like a meteor shower. Rumble. The wind howled and the sound of the burning flames mixed together, and it sent chills down one's spine. The divine dragon narrowed his eyes and looked at the destructive flames that covered the sky and earth. A smile flashed in his eyes. These flames are vigorous and there's no demonic qi in them. It seems like they're at the level of the 10,000 beast true fire. As he spoke, the divine dragon raised his right hand as if he was holding up the entire sky. The destructive flames and wind blades had already landed on the divine dragon's head, but they were blocked by an invisible air barrier. The wind blades disappeared after they landed, like pebbles sinking into the sea. The destructive flames were still burning fiercely in the air. The divine dragon raised it in the air and condensed it into a blazing small sun. I'll return it to you. Rumble. The divine dragon slapped his palm, and the condensed fireball suddenly shot out and smashed toward Qin Feng. It was too fast. In the blink of an eye, Qin Feng was hit and sent flying again. Crack. This time, apart from the violent explosion, there were also some faint cracking sounds. Around Qin Feng, layers of shattered ice fell to the ground and were being rapidly melted by the destructive flames. Fire and ice. You've created quite a few childish tricks, but in the face of absolute power, they're all useless. Most people would be shocked to death when they saw Qin Feng's destructive flames and extreme ice appear at the same time. But in the eyes of the divine dragon, these were child's tricks. Qin Feng had seen the divine dragon for a while and had used all his skills, but he had not even gotten close to the divine dragon's body. The power of the divine dragon was far beyond Qin Feng's expectations. Boom! Qin Feng's thoughts moved slightly, and the destructive flames disappeared. The extreme ice on his body also quickly receded. Qin Feng had broken his right leg in the fall. Now, he supported himself against the rock wall and slowly stood up. The purple thunder robe was stained with blood, and the ground was stained with blood. There was no hope of winning this battle, but Qin Feng did not give up. Even if he died in battle, he had to persevere. It was information about his mother's whereabouts. Rumble. Thunder boomed again. The purple lightning on Qin Feng's body surged wildly, and the purple lightning on his battle robe danced rapidly, bringing with it a restless aura. The hidden attribute of the purple thunder robe was lightning. Qin Feng activated the lightning attribute, and he suddenly had a mental connection with the flashing purple lightning on the battle robe. The purple lightning was instantly awakened, as if it had a life of its own. Bam! A muffled explosion sounded. A bolt of purple lightning suddenly struck down from the head of the divine dragon. The lightning was as thick as a giant snake, and it brought with it an earth-shattering aura and the power to destroy heaven and earth. The divine dragon's expression changed. Shock flashed across his face, which had been carrying a disdainful smile since the beginning. He did not wave his hand to block the lightning above his head. Instead, he leaped lightly and appeared at the foot of the mountain peak dozens of meters away. Bam! Just as the divine dragon landed, another ring-shaped purple lightning struck down. The lightning struck empty air again, splitting the steep mountain peak into two. Thank you, young Master Du, for your support. I have to say, you have good taste. Chapter 860. Smack! Just as mystical dragon's feet touched the ground, lightning struck again. Qin Feng didn't give mystical dragon a chance to catch his breath. The purple lightning released by the purple thunder wild robe was so powerful that even Qin Feng was shaken. The place where the lightning landed instantly blasted a deep pit. Gravel flew everywhere as if it had been hit by a bomb. "Brat, you're courting death." When Mystical Dragon landed again, his ethereal voice sounded. His usually calm and playful voice had an additional hint of anger. Smack, smack, smack. Qin Fen ignored Mystical Dragon's threat. His reply to Mystical Dragon was 3 bolts of purple lightning. Rumble. 3 ring-shaped lightning bolts struck the valley, causing the ground to shake violently. In the middle of the valley, a huge pit appeared. The surrounding ground also cracked and spread, causing a large amount of dust to rise. Qin Fen's vision was obscured by the dust. He realized that Mystical Dragon had suddenly disappeared. However, in the next second, a strong gust of wind came from behind Qin Fen, and a surging aura of death surged. Smack! Rumble! Qin Fen didn't have a chance to dodge and was sent flying by Mystical Dragon's palm. However, the instant he was sent flying, he forced himself to release a bolt of lightning. Qin Fen landed in the huge pit in the middle of the valley. Before his back touched the ground, Mystical Dragon in white was already standing at the edge of the pit. At this moment, Mystical Dragon's clothes were tattered, and his long hair was scattered. He looked somewhat disheveled. Qin Fen's last bolt of lightning had clearly struck Mystical Dragon, but he wasn't injured. Such a powerful ring-shaped lightning bolt couldn't do anything to Mystical Dragon. This made Qin Fen feel a tinge of despair. Bang! Qin Fen's back hit the ground, causing the pit to sink even deeper. The sound of bones breaking rang out continuously. Qin Fen lay in the pit and didn't even have the strength to stand up. Mystical Dragon stood at the edge of the pit. His starry black eyes were bloodshot. He was the high and mighty Mystical Dragon of China, but he was beaten up so badly by Qin Fen. This made Mystical Dragon feel humiliated. Very good. You've finally given me a surprise. Mystical Dragon stared at Qin Fen in the pit for a while before his expression returned to normal. Qin Fen kept coughing, and all he coughed out was blood and flesh. However, Qin Fen was not afraid. Even though he was covered in dirt and his clothes were tattered, his eyes still shone with determination. Ahem, before I die, can you tell me where my mother is? Qin Fen used his last breath to ask. Don't worry, I won't kill you. Otherwise, you would have died over 100 times already. The divine dragon had regained his arrogant demeanor. He had killed too many people, and he had killed too simply. It was just a flick of his sleeves, and a powerhouse was dead. Therefore, the dragon god did not think that killing was the best form of revenge. Instead, it was to free the enemy as soon as possible. The fact that Qin Fen had put the divine dragon in such a difficult position had thoroughly enraged the divine dragon. The divine dragon wanted Qin Fen to die a horrible death. Since you don't want me to die, then I will defeat you. Qin Fen felt a little powerless. He had unleashed all of his strength and his most resolute belief, but the difference in strength between him and the dragon god was too great. This was a battle where there was a difference of 4 levels. Qin Fen slowly raised his right fist. This was his last hope to defeat the divine dragon. When the divine dragon saw the glittering golden starlight glove on Qin Fen's right hand, his expression changed drastically. Buzz! Qin Fen's thoughts moved slightly. He activated the hidden starlight glove, and a white light turned into a shooting star. Its speed was so fast that Qin Fen could not even see it clearly before it disappeared. The divine dragon also disappeared, and a loud noise came from the valley. Qin Fen hastily swallowed a few pills and leaped to the ground with his last breath. Rumble! A mountain peak was swaying and collapsing. Gravel rolled down, and the entire valley shook incessantly. Qin Fen did not care about this. He quickly looked around, but he could not see the divine dragon. Qin Fen, I won't kill you. I will cripple your cultivation and make you a beggar. You will never be able to defeat me, and you will never be able to find your mother. The divine dragon's deep roar came from the mist at the foot of the mountain. Without hesitation, Qin Fen raised the starlight glove and fired 3 starlight glove. The 3 white lights flashed, and in the next second, a loud noise came from the opposite mountain peak. The towering cliff seemed to have been violently hit and began to collapse. The layers of mist also slowly dissipated, but there was no trace of the divine dragon. A gust of wind suddenly spread behind Qin Fen. Qin Fen did not have time to think. He turned around and swung the starlight glove again, but the starlight glove did not appear. The starlight glove's 5th starlight glove had already been fired. Rumble. Qin Fen did not have time to release his lightning attribute. His abdomen was hit, and his entire body flew to the foot of the cliff hundreds of meters away. The huge rocks on the cliff scattered in all directions, and many of them smashed onto Qin Fen. Qin Fen lay in the deep pit, and his body could no longer move. After a while, he was crushed to the bottom of the deep pit by the huge rocks. The divine dragon appeared again, standing at the edge of the pit. With a casual slap, more than half of the huge rocks flew away, and Qin Fen's upper body was exposed. Qin Fen was covered in blood, and his purple thunder wild robe had already dimmed. The purple lightning flowing on it had disappeared. His eyelids were drooping, and he did not even have the strength to open his eyes, but he still forced himself to look at the divine dragon. Qin Fen wanted to ask the divine dragon again, where did his mother go? But Qin Fen's mouth opened and closed, but no sound came out. The divine dragon's white robe was shredded and hung on his body, and even some of his skin was exposed. The white robe was stained with some blood, but it was not Qin Fen's blood. It was the divine dragon's own blood. In the secular world of China, the divine dragon was the strongest. Ever since he obtained the title of divine dragon, he had not met an opponent who could injure him in more than 20 years. Even when Qin Shitian came to challenge the divine dragon, he was defeated within 10 moves. Qin Shitian did not even touch the divine dragon's body, let alone make him bleed, but Qin Fen did it. Although Qin Fen was defeated, he injured the divine dragon. Standing at the edge of the deep pit, the divine dragon stared at Qin Fen. There was a strange light in the divine dragon's eyes, as if he was thinking about something. After a while, the divine dragon said, "You lost." The corner of Qin Fen's mouth moved a few times. He wanted to say something, but no words came out. "I won't kill you. I'll cripple your cultivation and give you the lowest status again. 3 months later, I'll wait for you at the divine dragon palace to challenge me again. If you don't come, or if you lose to me again after you come, you'll never get any news about your mother. When that time comes, I will kill you with my own hands." Rumble. As soon as the divine dragon finished speaking, he suddenly struck with his palm. The powerful force hit Qin Fen's abdomen. Qin Fen's vision went black, and he passed out. A few minutes ago, everyone in the capital city felt an earthquake. It felt like an earthquake. The closer it was to the east of the capital, the stronger the tremor was. Many people ran out of the tall buildings in fear, and the streets were crowded with people. Everyone checked the earthquake forecast, but there was no official warning about an earthquake. Qin Manor in the capital city. Qin Shitian and Qin Huang stood at the entrance, looking at the tall mountains in the east with furrowed brows. Others did not know the cause of the earthquake, but the two of them knew it very well. "Has the fight started?" Qin Huang's voice was trembling. Qin Shitian's expression was calmer than Qin Huang's, but that was only because he hid it better. Deep down, he was no better than Qin Huang. The tremor came from the east, but it wasn't as strong as an earthquake. "I think Feng Er went to challenge the divine dragon." Qin Shitian sighed. It's really hard on Feng He. He's so young and has only just stepped into stage 9 inner chi. How can he be a match for the divine dragon? The worry in Qin Huang's eyes became more and more intense.
He wanted nothing more than to charge into the divine dragon palace and see what was going on. The tremor has disappeared for a while. Could it be that the battle is over? My son, give Qin Fan a call and see what's going on. Qin Huang hurriedly took his cell phone and went to the side. Soon, he ran back and said, "Dad, the cell phone is off." Did something happen? No, I have to go to the Divine Dragon Palace. If Feng He is gone, I will fight the Divine Dragon. Qin Huang's eyes were already misty. Qin Shitian grabbed Qin Huang and said, "Wait. Dad, don't stop me. I have to go. Feng He is the child that I raised." Qin Huang couldn't help but shed 2 streams of tears. Qin Shitian's eyes were bloodshot. He stretched out his skinny and old hand and wiped the tears from Qin Huang's eyes. He said firmly, "Ask the butler to prepare the carriage. I will go with you." In the Divine Dragon Palace, the battle had already died down. If it weren't for the huge pits and broken rocks in the valley, it would be as if nothing had happened. "Master, is the fight over?" Qin Shao walked into the valley and quickly scanned the surroundings. However, he couldn't find Qin Fan's corpse. "Find someone to clean up this place." The divine dragon didn't mention the battle. He stood at the foot of a mountain with his hands behind his back. Qin Shao hesitated for a while, but he didn't retreat. He asked with a trembling voice, "Master, where is Qin Fan? Is he dead?" The divine dragon's gaze fell on Qin Shao. His fierce expression scared Qin Shao so much that he knelt on the ground. "Your disciple knows his mistake. Your disciple will go and find someone to clean up the place." Before Qin Shao could retreat, the divine dragon's calm voice sounded, "Qin Fan came to battle today. Don't spread this news. Just pretend he never came." Qin Shao's body trembled. He didn't understand the divine dragon's meaning. Every time someone came to battle, the battle would be announced to the public after the battle. Why was it kept a secret this time? Are you doubting my words? The divine dragon's cold voice sounded, causing Qin Shao to tremble in fear. "I don't dare, I don't dare. Master, I don't know anything. This won't spread." The pressure brought by the divine dragon was too great. Qin Shao didn't dare to stay any longer. He hurriedly went out to find someone to clean up the place. The divine dragon was the only one left in the valley. The divine dragon leaped and landed on a mountain peak. He looked down at the capital, which was more than half the sky. His eyes became serious. "Why can't I see through the people Master wants me to suppress? These people must be hiding secrets that I don't know. They grow too fast and have too many treasures. What are they hiding?"
Chapter 861. Zhongchuan City. A transportation hub city near the border of Hong Kong. Zhongchuan City had only been established for a few years, but the development of this city was extremely fast. Because Hong Kong was just across the sea, and it was located at a transportation hub, there were countless Hong Kong businessmen and tycoons investing in Zhongchuan City. This led to the rise of Zhongchuan City. The sun started to set, and the sea was bathed in a layer of afterglow. It was a mesmerizing sight. Yuan Shao Shuo, it was rush hour, and 2 rows of beggars sat on both sides of the subway station's underground tunnel. These beggars were all dressed in rags, and their hair was unkempt. In front of them was a metal bowl with some spare change. However, among the beggars, there was a man and a woman who looked out of place. The man's clothes were also tattered, and he was covered in blood and injuries as if he had just been brutally beaten up. The woman, on the other hand, was very plump, but she was fair and clean. She was dressed like a noble, and she did not look like a beggar at all. The strange couple leaned against the corner of the wall, and there was also a metal bowl in front of them. However, there was not a single cent in the metal bowl. This was because the commuters who saw the man covered in blood were so scared that they took a detour. A little boy happened to pass by them. When he saw the big brother covered in blood, he was also startled. However, after a short fright, the little boy gathered his courage, threw the $1 coin in his hand into the metal bowl, and skipped away. Clang! This crisp sound awakened the man who was in a deep sleep. As soon as he woke up, the man tried to circulate the inner chi in his body. He still wanted to continue the battle with the dragon god. That's right, the man was Qin Feng. He quickly realized that his inner chi was gone. Where is this? Why am I here? Qin Feng's memory surged into his mind. He remembered that when he challenged the dragon god, he lost contact with the system as soon as he entered the dragon god temple. After a bitter battle, Qin Feng was no match for the dragon god and was defeated by the dragon god. When the dragon god struck his last palm, Qin Feng thought he was going to die. However, he realized that he was not dead, and he was in a completely unfamiliar city. Master, you're finally awake. While Qin Feng was puzzled, Little Pig's voice suddenly sounded in his mind. Qin Feng sat up abruptly. Little Pig, what's going on? Why did I suddenly lose contact with the system? Master, I'm not too sure either. There's a mystery in the Divine Dragon Palace. The magnetic field inside is different from the outside, affecting the normal operation of the system. Qin Feng had a bad premonition. How could there be a magnetic field that interferes with the system in the Divine Dragon Shrine? Is this a coincidence? Or did the dragon god deliberately change the magnetic field there? If it was not a coincidence, how could the dragon god create a magnetic field that could interfere with the system? Could it be that he knew about the existence of the system? The dragon god himself was powerful enough, and he might even know about the existence of the system. This kind of dangerous person made Qin Feng feel slightly uneasy. The system was Qin Feng's greatest secret, and he couldn't reveal it. Master, don't worry about those problems for now. Look at your current situation. Little Pig looked helpless. Qin Feng hurriedly checked his body and quickly discovered that his inner chi was gone. He had completely become an ordinary person. Little Pig, what's going on? Master, the divine dragon has crippled your cultivation. You have to cultivate back as soon as possible. How could this be? Doesn't that mean I'm an ordinary person now? My early stage 9 inner chi is gone. Qin Feng was dumbfounded. This happened too suddenly and caught Qin Feng off guard. Master, don't worry too much. You've already stepped into the early stage of stage 9 inner chi. Even if you've been crippled, your cultivation speed will be 10 times faster than an ordinary person. With the help of the system, it won't be long before you return to your peak state. This time, it was Shimen Chui Shua who spoke. Ouyang Feng also spoke, the dragon god, that ant. How dare he cripple my master's cultivation? I'll kill him with my own hands the next time I see him. Shimen Chui Shua and Ouyang Feng couldn't leave the Divine Dragon Shrine due to the sudden disappearance of the system. Now that they learned that their master was crippled by the dragon god, the two heroes were fuming with rage. The glacial snow mastiff and flaming golden eagle were also furious. They kept roaring in the system. Although the reality was cruel, Qin Feng quickly calmed down and accepted the situation. However, there were still some things that Qin Feng couldn't figure out. He couldn't understand why the dragon god crippled him. Why did he throw him to this strange place after he crippled him? And why did he give himself the identity of a beggar? Could it be that he hurt the dragon god and humiliated him, so the dragon god came to humiliate him? Was this the magnanimity and mentality of the most powerful person in the secular world? Where am I? Why am I sleeping on the ground? Qin Feng heard a familiar voice while he was trying to figure out the dragon god's intention. When Qin Feng was looking around, he saw a fat woman lying next to him. However, he wasn't in the mood to look at her. Now that he saw the woman's face, Qin Feng was stunned. Ma Chui. You. Why are you here? The fat woman sitting next to Qin Feng was Ma Chui. Ma Chui looked at Qin Feng with a strange expression. After a while, she suddenly asked, Who are you? Do you know me? Qin Feng was stunned. He said, Ma Chui, don't you know me? I'm your classmate, Qin Feng. Zhao Lingxian is also in our class. Not long ago, you celebrated your birthday in Acropolis City, and I was there. The more Qin Feng thought about it, the more confused he became. He was going to challenge the dragon god, so how did he end up in this situation? Why you're Qin Feng? Are you really Qin Feng? Ma Chui was extremely excited when she heard Qin Feng's name. She already knew that Xiao Feng was Qin Feng. However, Ma Chui quickly calmed down. That's not right. Why you don't look like Qin Feng? Qin Feng seemed to understand something. He immediately stood up and looked at a glass billboard. Qin Feng's reflection was reflected in the glass. It was an extremely ugly face. He had triangular eyes, a full beard, and a long scar on his face. He was also fucking bald. Qin Feng was instantly depressed. He thought that Xiao Feng's appearance was ugly enough, but he didn't think that there would be an even uglier appearance. Lil Pig, what's going on? Qin Feng was used to being handsome, so his heart sank when he suddenly became so ugly. Master, your appearance didn't change, but there's a powerful true qi sealed on your face. It's the true qi that transformed this ugly man's appearance. Speaking of true qi, the first thing that came to Qin Feng's mind was the dragon god. This was because among the warriors that Qin Feng knew, only the dragon god had broken through to the true qi stage. Qin Feng became even more depressed. It was obvious that this was his first time challenging the dragon god, and his first time seeing the dragon god. However, the dragon god seemed to have a deep grudge against him. He crippled Qin Feng's cultivation, transformed him into such an ugly face, and left him in a foreign city. He made Qin Feng start from a beggar. Why is this happening? Qin Feng was very puzzled. Master, Ouyang Feng requests to go out and help Master remove the true qi seal on his face. Ouyang Feng's voice sounded in Qin Feng's mind. Qin Feng thought about it and rejected Ouyang Feng's request. Qin Feng had calmed down. Although he still couldn't understand the dragon god's intention, Qin Feng guessed that there must be a spy that the dragon god had planted nearby. If Ouyang Feng removed the true qi seal on his face, it would very likely attract the dragon god's attention. If that happened, Ouyang Feng and the system's secret would definitely be exposed. Qin Feng didn't want that to happen. I. Why did I become fat again? While Qin Feng was thinking about his current situation and his next step, Ma Chui suddenly screamed like a madman. Ma Chui, are you okay? Qin Feng looked at Ma Chui. Ma Chui hurriedly covered her mouth and looked at Qin Feng with a strange expression. When Ma Chui found out that the stinky man beside her was Qin Feng, she was stunned for a long time before she regained her senses. She finally found Qin Feng. Just as she was feeling excited, Ma Chui realized another cruel thing. She had become fat again. Ma Chui, are you okay? Why are you here? Where is this place? Qin Feng asked again when he saw Ma Chui in a daze. I'm fine. Where is this place? I don't know. Much Wei was startled and absent-minded. Qin Feng didn't know what she was thinking. Big brother Dulong, look, there are two newcomers. At this moment, a row of beggars who were sitting in the opposite corner walked over and surrounded Qin Feng and Much Wei. The man who stood at the front was dressed in ragged clothes and had a stinky smell. One of his eyes seemed to be blind as he wore a black eye patch like a pirate. His other eye rolled around and stared at Qin Feng and Much Wei. Stinky brat, are you new here? Big brother Dulong's voice was hoarse like two pieces of metal rubbing against each other. Much Wei's hair stood on end when she heard it. It's none of your business. Qin Feng was in a bad mood and ignored Big brother Dulong. Fuck, how can you talk to Big brother Dulong like that? Bastard, do you know whose territory this heavenly bridge belongs to? The land within a 10-kilometer radius belongs to our Big brother Dulong. How dare you come here to beg for food? Don't you know the rules? Before Big brother Dulong could get angry, his lackeys behind him started shouting. These people were dressed like beggars. Some of them even had broken arms and legs. They were sitting on the ground and looked weak. Now that they were acting fiercely, it was as if they had changed into another person. Can you people still be reasonable? This underground tunnel is a public facility. How did it become your territory? Much Wei was afraid, but she still stood up for Qin Feng. Big brother Dulong looked at Much Wei again. His single eye revealed a perverted expression that made Much Wei want to vomit. Woman, this is a place for men to talk. You better not interrupt. You look so fair and clean. Why are you with that ugly and cowardly brat? Do you want to reconsider? Follow my big brother Dulong and have fun. Chapter 862. You. Shut up. Don't talk nonsense. Big brother Dulong teased Much Wei in front of everyone. Much Wei was so angry that her body trembled. She loved to surf the internet. Much Wei had stayed in the poison sect for a period of time and learned how to control poison from the Poison King. Much Wei's chubby hand was already in front of her. If Big brother Dulong dared to take an inch, she would not let him off easily. Oh! You fat pig, you dare to reject Big brother Dulong. Why don't you take a look at your fat pig face? It's your fortune that Big brother Dulong took a fancy to you. Big brother Dulong, although this girl is fair and clean, she's too fat. Do you want to reconsider? Look at how capable she is. The lackeys didn't stop talking. They were not interested in Much Wei because she was too fat. She didn't even have the most basic sense of beauty. Big brother Dulong rubbed his chin and said with a smile, "What do you know? When I was playing with women, you guys weren't even begging yet. I'm tired of playing with those slender and beautiful girls. It's refreshing to have a change of taste." Big brother Dulong said with a lecherous look. Ha! Big brother Dulong really knows how to play. Such a fat girl must be soft under your body. It's really good feeling. Look at how big her breasts are. I can't even hold them with 3 hands. A group of stinky beggars surrounded Qin Feng and Much Wei and unscrupulously teased Much Wei. Much Wei was so angry that her snow-white skin turned red. She was about to teach these people a lesson when she saw a black shadow flash by. Qin Feng had already made his move. Bang! A muffled sound rang out. Big brother Dulong, who was standing at the front, fell to the ground. His exposed eye was punched by Qin Feng and he rolled on the ground in pain. Qin Feng was indeed crippled by the divine dragon, but he was not a cripple. Even if Qin Feng couldn't use his inner chi, he still had his special thunder tiger fists and some movement techniques. At least he could take care of these ordinary people. One-eyed deaf, I'm in a bad mood. You came to die on your own accord. That's exactly what I wanted. Qin Feng's attack speed was much slower than before, but in the eyes of these ordinary people, it was extremely fast. Qin Feng punched Big Brother Dulong, then rushed up and fiercely stomped on Big Brother Dulong. Only then did the lackeys regain their senses. "Brat, you're courting death. You dare to act ruthlessly against us, the Lone Dragon Gang. Today, we'll teach you a lesson." The four lackeys' expressions turned cold as they pounced on Qin Feng. Seeing that there was a fight, a few more beggars ran over to help. Qin Feng's expression did not change as he stood in the crowd. He used both his fists and legs. From time to time, there would be muffled sounds, followed by people falling to the ground and crying out in pain. Bang 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 bang. In less than 5 minutes, all 9 stinky beggars were defeated by Qin Feng. This was the most strenuous battle Qin Feng had ever fought. If he was at the early stage of Stage 9 Inner Qi, he could have defeated these people in the blink of an eye. The beggars with broken arms and legs were fine when they fought. It was obvious that they pretended to have broken arms and legs to gain the sympathy of ordinary people. "Are you all right, Qin Feng?" Ma Chui quickly ran up to him after the battle ended. Ma Chui wanted to help Qin Feng, but she had never fought in a fight before. She didn't know what to do when the fight was about to start. By the time she recovered from her daze, she realized that Qin Feng had already defeated all the bastards. "I'm fine. I'm going to ask some questions." Qin Feng smiled at Ma Chui, indicating that he was fine. Then, he walked to Big Brother Dulong's side. Big Brother Dulong was still clutching his bruised eye and screaming. When he saw Qin Feng walking toward him, he immediately shrunk his body and stopped screaming. Don't come near me. What are you doing?" Qin Feng ignored Big Brother Dulong's screams. He stomped on Big Brother Dulong's leg, causing Big Brother Dulong to scream in pain. "Cut the crap. Just answer whatever Sir asks." Big Brother Dulong had been in this area for many years, but he had never been in such a difficult situation. He wanted to kill Qin Feng, but Qin Feng was too powerful. Big Brother Dulong could only swallow his anger and think of a way to teach Qin Feng a lesson. "Big Brother, just ask me anything. I'll tell you everything I know." Big Brother Dulong's tone softened. He was trying to please Qin Feng. "What is this place?" Qin Feng asked. Big Brother Dulong's expression changed. He thought that there was something wrong with his ears. While he was distracted, Qin Feng kicked him again. "I'm asking you a question. Where is this place?" Big Brother Dulong couldn't breathe because of the pain. Tears flowed down his face. He thought Qin Feng was sick, but he didn't dare to say it out loud. "Big Brother, this is Zhongchuan City. Tell me the details. Where is this place on the map of China?" Big Brother Dulong was getting more and more confused. He wondered if this brat came from another planet. "Big Brother, this is just across the sea from Hong Kong. It's a city that has only been developed in recent years. Because of Zhongchuan's location, it has only been developed for a few years, but it's already comparable to a first-tier city." Brother Dulong was afraid of being beaten up again, so he explained in detail. Ma Chui came to Qin Feng's side. Both of them had never been to Zhongchuan City before. But after hearing Big Brother Dulong's explanation, Qin Feng and Ma Chui had a general understanding of the place. Qin Feng's mind raced. He listened to Big Brother Dulong's explanation and tried to guess the Divine Dragon's intentions. Qin Feng remembered the Divine Dragon's last words. The Divine Dragon gave Qin Feng 3 months to challenge the Divine Dragon. Since the Divine Dragon had arranged for Qin Feng to stay in Zhongchuan City and had even given him an ugly face and the identity of a beggar, Qin Feng decided to stay in Zhongchuan City for the next 3 months. He wanted to show the divine dragon that even if he was a beggar or an ugly man, he would still be able to turn over a new leaf. Is there a hotel nearby? Qin Feng planned to find a place to stay. He still didn't understand why Much Shui was following him. Big brother. That's right, there are many hotels on the opposite street. How about I take Big brother there? Big brother Dulong's eyes darted around. Qin Feng could immediately tell what he was thinking. Big brother Dulong was clearly unhappy. He wanted to find out where Qin Feng was staying and then find someone to take revenge on Qin Feng. Qin Feng didn't care about these newbies. However, since he was in Zhongchuan City, Qin Feng didn't want to cause too much trouble. Qin Feng thought that he was penniless, so he said with a cold expression, "Take out all your money." Big brother Dulong's face turned sour when he heard about money. He slowly waited for time. Qin Feng stepped on Big brother Dulong's leg, causing him to cry out in pain. "Ah! Big brother, I'll give you money. Please don't hit me anymore. I'm about to be stomped to death." After being kicked, Big brother Dulong became completely obedient. He quickly took out his wallet and opened it. It was filled to the brim with over 5,000 yuan. Qin Feng was in a foreign land and penniless. He wasn't going to be courteous with a bastard like Big brother Lone Dragon. He put the 50 or so bills into his pocket and threw his empty wallet on the ground. And fell to the ground. "Much Shui, do you want to come with me?" Qin Feng looked at Much Shui and asked. "Ah. Okay, I'm not familiar with this place, we can keep each other company." Of course, Much Shui wanted to go with Qin Feng. She had specifically come to find Qin Feng. However, as a girl, Much Shui couldn't be too proactive. She was bashful and shy. After receiving the money and understanding the situation, Qin Feng left with Much Shui. Brother Lone Dragon's voice came from behind. Big brother, you're not familiar with Zhongchuan City, do you want me to take you to a hotel?" Just as Brother Lone Dragon finished speaking, a metal bowl fell from the sky and knocked him out. Qin Feng and Much Shui walked out of the underground tunnel and stood on the bustling street. They could see some of Hong Kong's landmarks across the sea. Zhongchuan City was indeed a transportation hub. It developed very quickly and was even more prosperous than Acropolis City. Damn, where did this ugly man and dinosaur girl come from? They're a perfect match. Recently, everyone has been running to Zhongchuan City. It's affecting the appearance of our city. It hurts my eyes. Qin Feng was now an ugly man. The poison in Much Shui's body had recovered and she became a fat woman. They walked shoulder to shoulder on the bustling street and immediately attracted a lot of discussion. Qin Feng didn't care. Much Shui had been a fat woman for more than 20 years and was used to people judging people by their appearance. "Let's get a room." The two arrived at a 7-day resort hotel. Qin Feng gave Much Shui's ID card to the front desk. The booking went smoothly. Qin Feng paid 300 yuan and got a 158 square meters double room. With the room card in hand, the two walked to the door. It was Much Shui's first time getting a room with a man. Although she knew they weren't here for anything, Much Shui's heart still raced. Ding! The Hedonist sovereign system has issued a quest, defeat the dragon god. Quest time limit, 3 months. If the quest is completed, the system will reward you 100,000 Hedonist points, access to the Hidden Realm, Battle Spirit Palace, and a Star Technology A-grade battle equipment. If the quest is failed, 200,000 Hedonist points will be deducted and the host will never know where his mother is. Ding! The Hedonist sovereign system has issued a chain quest, I'm a superstar. Superstar main quest, host must become an all-rounder in China within a specified time limit. Quest time limit, 6 months. If the quest is completed, the system will reward you 50,000 hedonist points. If the quest is failed, 100,000 hedonist points will be deducted. Superstar Side Quest 1. Become a popular singer. Quest time limit, 1 month. If the quest is completed, the system will reward you 20,000 hedonist points and a demonic voice howl manual. If the quest is failed, 40,000 hedonist points and a random blue-grade spiritual equipment will be deducted. As soon as Qin Feng walked into the room, a series of system notifications rang in his head. Qin Feng, what's wrong? Ma Chui was a little worried when she saw Qin Feng standing at the door for a long time. "Ah. No, I'm fine. Come on in." Qin Feng regained his senses and hastily pulled Ma Chui into the room. After Ma Chui entered the room, she saw that there was only one double bed in the room, and her face immediately flushed. Young Master Du has been doing his best to release new chapters every day. From 2 chapters per day to 3 chapters per day, and now to 4 chapters per day. However, the subscriptions are dropping rapidly. Everyone, please continue to subscribe and support Young Master Du. Thank you very much. Chapter 863. After entering the room, Qin Feng took off his shoes and laid comfortably on the large bed. Qin Feng was crippled by the divine dragon, so his body became much weaker. Beating up Big Brother Dulong and the others had drained most of his energy. Ma Chui, on the other hand, pinched the corner of her clothes and stood nervously at the door, not knowing what to do. "Ma Chui, come and lie down for a while." "Oh right, why did you come to Zhongchuan City? Why are you still lying beside me?" Qin Feng didn't have any other thoughts about Ma Chui, nor did he look down on her because she was too fat. Qin Feng was very curious. Why was Ma Chui begging for food in the underground tunnel with him? Ma Chui was a bit nervous about being alone in a room with a man and a woman. However, when she thought about why she was looking for Qin Feng, she immediately jumped onto the large bed. Then, Qin Feng felt the entire bed cave in. Sorry, I was too excited. Ma Chui also felt the huge collapse of the bed, and she was instantly embarrassed. Ma Chui was extremely depressed. Every time she became prettier and slimmer, Qin Feng couldn't see her. Every time she gained weight, she bumped into Qin Feng. Hee. It's fine. Actually, girls who are a bit chubby are quite cute. I've never played with a girl as fat as you before. I wonder what it feels like to be pressed down. Qin Feng wanted to make a joke to lighten the atmosphere, but Ma Chui was so shocked that she was dumbfounded. Qin Feng felt a bit embarrassed. "I'm just saying, don't take it seriously. You haven't answered my previous question." Oh. Ma Chui finally snapped out of her nervousness and her expression suddenly turned serious. "Qin Feng, did you offend someone from the poison sect?" Qin Feng was slightly stunned. "How do you know?" "Master was the one who told me. He said that you offended the poison sect previously and even poisoned the yin-yang elders with the king of poison's poison. Right now, the entire poison sect is thinking of ways to deal with you. They have already listed you as their #1 enemy." Qin Feng already knew what Ma Chui said, but he was stunned by another piece of information. "You called the 100 Change Poison King Master? What's going on?" Ma Chui suddenly felt awkward. She didn't expect Qin Feng to be Poison Sect's #1 enemy. On one side was Ma Chui's master, who had helped her control the poison gas and made her slim and healthy. On the other side was Qin Feng, who had stolen Ma Chui's first kiss and had no prejudice against Ma Chui's obesity. Ma Chui was stuck in the middle and was in a dilemma. "I'm actually not Ma Chui. My real name is Ma Xinxin. I'm from the Ma family fortress of the outer martial arts world. The Ma family of Acropolis City is a branch of the Ma family fortress. I've had poisonous gas in my body since I was young, and I couldn't get rid of it. A few days ago, my father brought me to the poison sect to see a doctor. The multiform poison king taught me how to control poisonous gas, so he became my master. Ma Xinshin told him everything that had happened, and Qin Feng finally understood. Back when Qin Feng was still in school in Acropolis City, Uncle Fu had warned him not to offend Ma Chui. It turned out that Ma Chui was a member of the Ma family fortress. It's not a lie, and you don't have to apologize to me. However, the name Ma Xinshin sounds much better. Ma Chui sounds a little rustic. Qin Feng joked. Ma Xinshin rolled her eyes and glared at Qin Feng. There was a hint of flirtatiousness in her expression. It was Qin Feng's first time standing next to such a fat woman. He was lost in his thoughts. Qin Feng realized that fat women had their charms. You're annoying. Don't use my name as a joke. I'm embarrassed. Ma Xinshin blushed, making her look even more beautiful. Then why did you come to Zhongchuan City? When I found out that Master wanted to assassinate you, I accepted the mission. The first thing I did was to go to the Qin mansion in the provincial capital to inform you. But your father and grandfather said that you might have gone to the Dragon God Shrine. I went to the Dragon God Shrine, but I was knocked out when I reached the peak. When I woke up, I was lying next to you. Ma Xinshin told Qin Feng everything that had happened, and he understood everything. This dragon god was really ruthless. Not only did he cripple Qin Feng and turn him into a beggar, he even brought a burden to Qin Feng. Qin Feng, how did you offend so many people? Moreover, each of them is more powerful than the other. You should keep a low profile in the future. Ma Xinshin suddenly grabbed Qin Feng's arm and looked at him worriedly. Qin Feng patted Ma Xinshin's head and smiled. It's okay. I'm alive and well. Don't worry. Since young, only Ma Yuanshan had patted Ma Xinshin's head. She had never done such an intimate action with another man. It made Ma Xinshin feel shy. Since you're from the poison sect, are you going to poison me? Otherwise, how are you going to explain yourself? Qin Feng suddenly looked at Ma Xinshin. Ma Xinshin shook her head like a rattle drum. I won't poison you. Otherwise, I wouldn't be telling you all this. Qin Feng's heart was filled with warmth. He didn't have much interaction with Ma Xinshin. He didn't expect this girl to betray the poison sect to help him. Qin Feng didn't know what Ma Xinshin was thinking. Then what are your plans now? Do you want your family to pick you up? Qin Feng asked. Okay, then I'll call my father now and ask him to bring us to Acropolis City. Ma Xinshin hadn't been home for a long time and missed her father. Before Ma Xinshin made the call, Qin Feng said, You can go back by yourself. I'm going to stay here for a while. Ma Xinshin suddenly put down the phone and looked at Qin Feng in confusion. Ah. You're not going back. Why are you staying here? I'll challenge the mystical dragon again in 3 months. I'm going to stay in Zhongchuan City for these 3 months. Qin Feng had been analyzing the situation since he woke up. He had already made a decision. Before challenging the mystical dragon, he would hide in the dark. The joy on Ma Xinshin's face disappeared. She pouted and said, Are you really going to stay here? Qin Feng nodded. Okay then, I'll stay here with you. Wei, you're a hedonistic young master. You don't know how to live. Ma Xinshin looked shy. Qin Feng didn't expect Ma Xinshin to stay with him. However, he didn't care. Right now, his mind was focused on increasing his strength and challenging the mystical dragon again. Qin Feng entered the system. He had 116,000 hedonist points, and he planned to use them to buy various medicinal pills to level up. Master, you don't need to buy medicinal pills to level up. You can use Ma Xin to level up. Little Pig's voice sounded in Qin Fang's mind. Qin Feng was slightly stunned. How do I level up with Ma Xin? Ma Xin has the body of 1,000 poison. Her body can naturally produce an endless amount of poisonous gas. Master's body is a septic tank, so you can convert the poisonous gas into spiritual qi for cultivation, Little Pig said proudly. Qin Feng's face turned cold. He was so angry that his nose became crooked. Your body is the septic tank. If Master says it's not, then it's not. However, this method of leveling up saves money and is fast. Master can give it a try. Qin Feng was very dissatisfied with Little Pig's words, but he had to admit that it was a good idea. Qin Feng thought back to the time when he was celebrating Ma Xin's birthday in Acropolis City. At that time, Qin Feng kissed Ma Xin and a large amount of poisonous gas entered his body. Why are you looking at me like that? Ma Xin suddenly became nervous. She discovered that Qin Feng's eyes were fixed on her like a big bad wolf looking at a little sheep. Qin Feng's gaze fell on Ma Xin's lips. Because of her fat, her lips were warm and soft. Qin Feng originally wanted to kiss Ma Xin, but as he stared, he suddenly thought of another scene. Ahem. Axian, I want to discuss something with you. Qin Feng was a bit embarrassed. Ma Xin instinctively moved back and looked at Qin Feng nervously. What do you want to discuss? Axian, don't you have the body of 1,000 poison? You're worried that the poisonous gas in your body can't be expelled. My body is also a bit special. If I don't breathe in some poisonous gas for 3 days, my whole body will feel uncomfortable. As soon as Qin Feng opened his mouth, he made up a lie. Ma Xin's heart beat even faster. What do you mean? Ma Xin mustered up her courage and asked. Nothing much. We can help each other. Qin Feng smiled evilly. How can we help each other? Ma Xin was so anxious that her tears were about to fall. Qin Feng's gaze suddenly moved down and fell on Ma Xin's legs. Ahem. I'll be more direct. I can help you absorb some of the poisonous gas in your body. Ma Xin followed Qin Feng's gaze and looked at her legs. She was so scared that she cried out, "Oh! Where do you want to absorb?" Qin Feng's face turned red. He hurriedly looked at Ma Xin's mouth. Like last time at your birthday party, let's kiss. Ma Xin's heart almost jumped out of her throat. She actually didn't dislike being teased by Qin Feng. When she thought of kissing Qin Feng, she didn't have any negative emotions. However, Ma Xin was a conservative and clean woman. Before she did this kind of intimate action, she had to have a reason to convince herself. Ma Xin thought for a long time but couldn't find a reason to kiss Qin Feng. Should she become Qin Feng's girlfriend? But would Qin Feng like her, who was fat? The women around Qin Feng were more beautiful than the other. Should she let Qin Feng kiss her for free? Ma Xin felt that was too frivolous. It wasn't her principle. Axian, don't be nervous. I was just saying it casually. If you're not willing, then forget it. Qin Feng could see Ma Xin's dilemma. He didn't want to force Ma Xin to kiss him. Ma Xin suddenly felt a bit guilty. I can't, but I need a reason. Why are you kissing me? Chapter 864. Ma Xin was tempted, but she felt that this reason was not enough. But why do you want to challenge the divine dragon? Is it for fame? Qin Feng shook his head, and his expression became determined, because the divine dragon knows my mother's whereabouts. He will only tell me if I defeat him. Qin Feng's expression changed, and his aura changed as well. Ma Xinxin had been classmates with Qin Feng for more than a year, so she knew what kind of person Qin Feng was. The playful hedonistic young master was nowhere to be seen. Even though Qin Feng's face was so ugly that it made people want to vomit, Ma Xinxin fell in love with this Qin Feng. This kind of man with faith and courage was the most charming. Okay. I can let you kiss. No, but let me make this clear. No kissing below, only above. Qin Feng's mouth twitched. He was shocked by Ma Xinxin's naivety. Suddenly, a dark and oppressive mountain pressed down on him. Before Qin Feng could prepare himself, his small body was pressed down onto the large bed. Qin Feng felt that he was kissed by force. Ma Xinxin's body was very soft because it was made of flesh. It was Qin Feng's first time hugging such a fat woman. The feeling was indescribably wonderful, and Qin Feng couldn't help but pinch it a few times. Ma Xinxin was so scared that her body trembled, but she was too embarrassed to stop Qin Feng. Ma Xinxin's lips pressed tightly against Qin Feng's. She was still a newbie at kissing, so she followed Qin Feng's lead and walked into that magical realm. Very soon, waves of majestic poisonous gas entered Qin Feng's body. The poisonous gas seemed to want to take over Qin Feng's body, and it rampaged wildly in his veins. Qin Feng kissed Ma Xinxin while suppressing the violent poisonous gas. Bang! After an unknown amount of time, Qin Feng's body suddenly made a loud noise. He had broken through stage 1 inner qi. The feeling of breaking through was very strange. Qin Feng's body trembled uncontrollably. Ma Xinxin clung tightly to Qin Feng. When she felt Qin Feng's trembling, she was so embarrassed that she wanted to run away. Bang bang bang. The more embarrassed Ma Xinxin was, the faster Qin Feng broke through. Qin Feng's body continuously emitted loud noises, signifying that he had broken through to a new realm. Because of the huge tremors brought about by the breakthroughs, Qin Feng had no choice but to hug Ma Xinxin's body tightly. This scene was enough to make one's imagination run wild. After an unknown period of time, Qin Feng suddenly felt that something was amiss. The chubby feeling in his arms was gone, and the fleshy body in his hands was gone, replaced by elastic skin. The weight on his body seemed to have lightened by more than half, and Qin Feng felt the light in front of him brighter than before. Ah, you, who are you? Qin Feng opened his eyes and was so shocked that he pushed the woman in his arms away. The fat Ma Xinxin was gone, and a slender, pure, and beautiful girl was suddenly in his place. Qin Feng, why you're such a jerk? Why don't you recognize me after eating me? Ma Xinxin almost rolled off the bed and glared at Qin Feng angrily. Ma Xinxin, who had slimmed down, was already stunningly beautiful. Now that she pouted and revealed a hint of flirtatiousness, Qin Feng was even more mesmerized. You are Xinxin. What's going on? When it came to transformations, Qin Feng felt that he was invincible. He alone had 3 identities. However, Ma Xinxin's transformation was even fiercer. Damn, not only did she change her face, but her figure also changed. Ma Xinxin finally came to her senses and immediately looked at her body. She saw that the fat on her body was gone, and she became an invincible young beauty again. Ma Xinxin was so excited that she almost fainted. See Qin Feng, this is my original appearance. I look like this. Ma Xinxin was so excited that she was somewhat incoherent. Qin Feng was stunned for a while before coming to his senses. You're so beautiful. Then why do you usually make yourself so fat? Is that fat all over your body fake? Where did you hide all that meat? Qin Feng curiously swept his gaze over Ma Xinxin's body. Finally, his gaze stopped at Ma Xinxin's full chest. Don't look around. I have real meat. I have the 10,000 poison body, so my body is usually filled with poisonous gas, causing my body to become fat. Just now, you absorbed the poisonous gas in my body, and I became thinner. Ma Xinshin felt very tired. She didn't know what kind of brain Qin Feng had. Who would put fake meat on their body? So that's how it is. Qin Feng suddenly realized. Ma Xinshin suddenly changed into a different person. She was extremely beautiful. Qin Feng's gaze fell on Ma Xinshin's face. The difference between before and after was too big. Even Qin Feng felt that it was amazing. Don't look at me. It's not like you haven't seen me before. Ma Xinshin was embarrassed by Qin Feng's gaze. You've seen the fat one before, but it's the first time you've seen someone who suddenly slimmed down. Qin Feng explained matter-of-factly. Then, he continued to stare at Ma Xinshin. You're so annoying. Why, you're the Acropolis City's #1 hedonistic young master. You've seen a lot of beautiful women. What's there to look at about me? Ma Xinshin's face was bright red, and her expression was seductive and flirtatious. Qin Feng moved his face in front of Ma Xinshin and prepared to kiss her lips again. Ma Xinshin immediately turned her face and said shyly, Today I won't let you kiss me. So, we'll talk about it later. Ma Xinshin was like a budding young girl who fell in love for the first time. She shyly and sweetly ran to the washroom. Qin Feng broke through and leveled up in a row like a rocket. He wanted to kiss Ma Xinshin because he was in a hurry to break through. However, Ma Xinshin wasn't willing, so Qin Feng couldn't force her. Qin Feng felt the aura inside his body. He had broken through to stage 3 inner qi. At this rate, Qin Feng would be able to return to his peak in less than a month. Qin Feng, do you want to go brush your teeth? Ma Xinshin had already walked out of the washroom. Her hair was wet. It looked like she went to wash her face and brush her teeth. It wasn't Qin Feng's first time kissing, so he was used to it. He licked his lips in front of Ma Xinshin. Brush my teeth for what? Your saliva is quite fragrant. I don't need to brush. Qin Feng purposely teased Ma Xinshin, and Ma Xinshin's charming face immediately turned red. Don't say any more. You're so annoying. Ma Xinshin stood at the side helplessly for a while. In the end, she came to the bedside and sat down. Qin Feng leaned comfortably against the headboard. His mood was indescribably good when he thought about how soon he would regain his strength. After a moment of silence, Ma Xinshin couldn't help but ask, Qin Feng, you're going to stay here for 3 months. What are your plans? Qin Feng was also thinking about this question. All his plans were to defeat the dragon god in 3 months. Qin Feng had seen the dragon god's strength. He was a true Qi stage powerhouse. Qin Feng wasn't confident that he could break through to the true Qi stage in 3 months. Moreover, the dragon god's shrine had a magnetic field that interferes with the system. Qin Feng couldn't let Shimen Chui Shua and Ouyang Feng out to help. Qin Feng changed his strategy. He thought of the powerful star tech interface. Qin Feng planned to complete quests with all his might in these 3 months and earn 500,000 hedonist points to unlock the star tech interface. When that time came, he would get a few cool star tech products to challenge the dragon god and beat him until he begged for mercy. Since he wanted to earn hedonist points, the I'm a Superstar quest that the system just issued was Qin Feng's first choice. I want to be a superstar. Qin Feng suddenly said. A superstar. Ma Xinshin stared at Qin Feng's ugly and wretched face in astonishment. What's wrong? Is there a problem with me being a superstar? Qin Feng flipped his long hair back and said coolly. Ma Xinshin resisted the urge to vomit. She found a mirror and looked at Qin Feng. You should look at your current appearance first. You'll definitely give up your superstar dream. It was Qin Feng's first time seeing his current appearance clearly. He didn't get a good look at the advertisement board in the underground passage. After looking at himself, Qin Feng only had one thought in his mind. He wanted to smash all the mirrors in the world. I'm serious. I want to be a superstar. I want to be an all-around superstar in China. Qin Feng was very serious because this was the system's quest. Ma Xinxin was stunned for a while before she regained her senses. She didn't know what Qin Feng had gone through in the Dragon God Shrine. Why did he have to torture himself like this? Xinxin, since you've decided to stay with me, then you can be my manager. Qin Feng had already started to plan to complete the superstar quest. Ma Xinxin suddenly regretted her decision. She wanted to go home. Qin Feng, why don't you stop being a superstar? You're the young master of the Qin family in the provincial capital. You have the identity of the Green Dragon of China. Why do you want to be a superstar? Ma Xinxin tried to persuade Qin Feng guiltily. What does my identity have to do with me being a superstar? I'm outstanding in other aspects, but I can't be outstanding in other aspects as well. Do you really think there's no perfect man in this world? That only means you don't understand me. Qin Feng said with a straight face. Then can you change your face? If you revert to Qin Feng's original appearance, I believe you'll definitely become a superstar. Ma Xinxin and Qin Feng had been classmates for a year. Qin Feng's appearance was still very handsome. Ma Xinxin thought that if Qin Feng reverted to his original appearance, there was a chance that he could become a superstar. How could Qin Feng not understand Ma Xinxin's hidden meaning? He was instantly displeased. Xinxin, your words are very hurtful. Are you saying that I'm ugly now? Ma Xinxin tilted her head to avoid looking at Qin Feng. Her voice was as soft as a mosquito's. No, you're not ugly. You're lying. You don't even want to look at my face when you speak. Alright, Xinxin, I really didn't expect you to judge a book by its cover. I didn't distance myself from you because you're fat. You've disappointed me. Qin Feng's illness was acting up again. Ma Xinxin suddenly became nervous. The reason why she came to inform Qin Feng and was willing to let Qin Feng kiss her was because Qin Feng didn't attack her because of this when others mocked and ridiculed her as a fat pig. Moreover, during the birthday party in Acropolis City, Qin Feng kissed Ma Xinxin in public to save her face. These things touched Ma Xinxin very much. Chapter 865. Suddenly, Ma Xinxin felt a deep sense of guilt and self-blame. When she was fat, Qin Feng did not look down on her at all. Now that Qin Feng's appearance had been changed by the Dragon God, how could she look down on him? Qin Feng, I really don't look down on your current appearance. Please believe me. Ma Xinxin looked at Qin Feng seriously. Okay, then give me another kiss, and I'll believe you. Qin Feng looked at Ma Xinxin with a serious expression. Ma Xinxin did not think much of it. She bent down and kissed Qin Feng. Her lips were almost touching Qin Feng's lips. Ma Xinxin immediately jumped up. Ah! Why you jerk? Why you're a bully? Ma Xinxin finally realized that she had been tricked by Qin Feng. She had fallen into this pervert's trap. Qin Feng was a little embarrassed when he saw Ma Xinxin's reaction. He quickly changed the topic. Ahem. Okay, I believe you. Since you think I can become an all-rounder in China, then you're my top manager now. Ma Xinxin was not excited at all when she became a manager. Oh. Qin Feng ignored Ma Xinxin's perfunctory expression and continued to plan his path to stardom. Xinxin, what do you think? Which industry should I start with to develop better? How about, you start as a singer. Ma Xinshin said carefully. The first side mission of the I'm a Superstar chain mission was to make Qin Feng a popular singer. Ha! Being a singer is good, just like I thought. Did you also think that being a singer is a profession that tests one's talent and foundation the most? You saw that I was brimming with talent, so you made me start as a singer. Qin Feng looked at Ma Xinshin proudly. Ma Xinshin slapped her forehead. She was speechless. No. I think singers don't need to show their faces at the beginning. They mainly rely on their voices. That way, our success rate will be higher. Oh right, there's a popular show called King of Masked Singers on the satellite TV. They're holding auditions now. You can try it. Qin Feng's mouth twitched. Why must I wear a mask or not show my face to be popular? Qin Feng and Ma Xinshin finally decided to enter the music industry as singers. Then, the two of them started to discuss the next step of their plan. Because Ma Xinshin had suddenly lost weight, her original clothes looked like maternity clothes on her body. The neckline was so large that it slid down to her waist. She moved slightly, and the whiteness of her shoulders, back, and chest was undoubtedly revealed. Qin Feng looked at her and forgot what he wanted to talk about a few times. After a round of discussion, the two of them came up with a celebrity nurturing diary. It was filled with Ma Xinshin's records of the ways and means to quickly become a celebrity. Ma Xinshin was afraid of being stared at by Qin Feng. After they finished talking business, she hid at a table to the side and continued to perfect her, cultivating a star. Qin Feng couldn't follow Ma Xinshin and continued to peek at her. What if he scared the cute girl away? Since he was going to start out as a singer, he definitely needed a unique voice. Qin Feng sent his thoughts into the system, and found that there were all sorts of voices that he could buy. When Qin Feng had first obtained the system, he had obtained the elementary piano skill for free. Qin Feng spent 1,000 hedonist points to buy the advanced guitar skill and 2,000 hedonist points to buy two unique sounds. One was a hoarse voice that had gone through the vicissitudes, and the other was a clear and ethereal voice. Both of these voices were extremely infectious. Usually, with just one of them, one could make a name for himself in the music industry. Now, Qin Feng had both of them. Two types of extreme voices. When the voice was clear and ethereal yet carried a trace of the vicissitudes of life, what kind of listening feast would it be? With the piano skill and guitar skill, Qin Feng's sense of rhythm became extremely strong. He could completely compose his own songs and sing them with the fusion of the two voices. However, Qin Feng was too lazy to compose songs and lyrics. Moreover, originals weren't popular in China's music industry. Cover songs were the right way to increase one's popularity and rise quickly. Ma Xinshin leaned over the table and was still earnestly perfecting the contents of the celebrity nurturing diary. Qin Feng had already started to search for cover songs on his phone. The vicissitudes of life, the voice was a combination of clear and ethereal voice. This kind of voice was suitable for light music with a hint of sadness, and Qin Feng quite liked this kind of music. Soon, he decided on Lakeside of Daming Lake. Qin Feng opened the National Anthem app and downloaded the accompaniment of Lakeside of Daming Lake. With headphones on, the lively prelude sounded, in my arms, in your eyes where the spring wind is intoxicated, where the green grass is soft. Qin Feng opened his mouth. His ethereal and hoarse voice was a fusion of two extremes, instantly attracting Ma Xinshin's ears. Caw! The spinning gel pen in Ma Xinshin's hand suddenly dropped. She slowly turned around and stared at Qin Feng, who was sitting quietly at the head of the bed. The sunlight shone through the window and fell on Qin Feng's ugly scarred face. Qin Feng's clothes were tattered and stained with blood. His hair was stained with dust and stuck together like a chicken nest. He wasn't handsome, he wasn't clean, however, his voice was very enchanting. In an instant, Ma Xinxin was intoxicated. Ma Xinxin had heard this song before and really liked the original singer of this song. The singer's voice was very clean, but it lacked the deep hoarseness of Qin Feng's voice. Qin Feng only sang a cappella, so Ma Xinxin couldn't hear the accompaniment from the phone.
She couldn't hear any harmonization, but it was this kind of cappella that showed Qin Feng's deep singing skills. How many years later, drifting like clouds, the changing footsteps make it hard for us to hold hands in this lifetime. How many of you and me are swallowed by the moonlight of the night? As she listened, Ma Xinxin closed her eyes. Childhood memories, elementary school, middle school, high school, university. When the memories of her youth filled her mind, a few drops of crystal-clear tears slid down her cheeks. Ma Xinxin cried, but she didn't know why she was crying. This song was too perfect, it resonated with her heart. Just one day, you suddenly appeared. You were clear and mysterious by the Daming Lake. After the song ended, Qin Feng opened his eyes. He was startled when he saw Ma Xinxin with tears streaming down her face. Xinxin, why are you crying? Who bullied you? Don't tell me you're homesick. Then you can go back. I can survive here alone. Or was my singing too bad? I don't think so. Qin Feng didn't think his singing could make Ma Xinxin cry. He thought she was crying because she was scared. Ma Xinxin calmed down after a while. Ma Xinxin was a bit embarrassed and looked at Qin Feng shyly. I am fine. Why, you sang really well. Qin Feng was relieved when he found out it wasn't his singing that was too bad that scared Ma Xinxin to tears. Is it really that good? Or are you too sentimental? Qin Feng bought 2 voices from the system, and he sang them himself. Therefore, Qin Feng didn't feel much about his singing and couldn't tell how bad it was. Ma Xinxin rolled her eyes at Qin Feng. She instantly became extremely flirtatious. You're the sentimental one. I can't even praise you. I finally know why they curse you behind your back. You deserve it. Qin Feng's face darkened. He asked, who dares to curse me behind my back? Don't you know? When you were in Acropolis University, all the teachers and students cursed you behind your back. Qin Feng rolled his eyes. He thought the lyrics of the song were very good. After many years, the past will go with the wind. Since you think it's good, then I'll upload it. Qin Feng brought the topic back to business. He turned on his phone and uploaded the recording to the national anthem. Oh right, you need to come up with a stage name. Are you going to use Qin Feng's name to become a celebrity? Ma Xinxin thought of an important question. Of course not. Qin Feng immediately rejected. Ma Xinxin finally felt that Qin Feng was low-key for once. He actually didn't use his real name to act pretentious. Qin Feng added, I'm so ugly now, and you want me to use my real name? Do you have a deep grudge against me? Ma Xinxin's mouth twitched a few times, but she didn't say anything. Qin Feng finally thought of a stage name. This name made Ma Xinxin speechless again. Qin Feng, why you really want to use this name? I think you should change it. This name doesn't suit you.
Why doesn't it suit me? Qin Feng huffed and glared at Ma Xinxin. Zheng Shuai, the homonym is really handsome. This is my true portrayal. Seeing that Qin Feng had to use Zheng Shuai, Ma Xinxin was speechless. Anyway, Qin Feng was the one who lost face, so Ma Xinxin didn't care about him. Qin Feng sang the song Lakeside of Great Clear Lake quite well. Ma Xinxin, the beautiful manager, started to get busy. She helped Qin Feng upload the recording to various singing apps and video websites, waiting to see the results. Before uploading it, Ma Xinxin repeatedly confirmed with Qin Feng about the stage name Zheng Shuai. Qin Feng was determined to use this stage name. Ma Xinxin listened to Qin Feng's singing while uploading the recording. Even after listening to it more than 10 times, Ma Xinxin still had the urge to cry when she listened again. Not only did she want to cry, but she also wanted to lie in Qin Feng's arms and cry. Qin Feng, I've uploaded it to all the websites that can be uploaded. Now we just have to wait for the results. Ma Xinxin was busy for a long time and finally let out a sigh of relief. She stretched lazily and casually. Her entire body exuded a faint wildness. Her breasts became more shapely as she stretched, and Qin Feng was a bit dazed. Qin Feng, I'm talking to you. Are you asleep? Where are you looking at? You're too perverted. Ma Xinxin was only halfway through her stretch when she saw Qin Feng's hungry wolf-like gaze. She was so scared that she immediately sat up straight. Oh. Okay. Thank you for your hard work, Xinxin. Come and lie on the bed. I'll massage your whole body to relax. After Qin Feng came to his senses, he immediately became serious. Ma Xinxin rolled her eyes at Qin Feng and didn't dare to take even half a step closer to the big bed. Dream on. I don't want you to massage me. Oh. So you're not tired. Then you can massage me. Qin Feng said shamelessly with a deadpan expression. Chapter 866. Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin fooled around for a while, and the atmosphere was warm and sweet. Before this, although Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin had been classmates for a year, they didn't know each other well. Qin Feng only found out today that Ma Chui's real name was Ma Xinxin and that Ma Xinxin was so beautiful after slimming down. Music and literature and L.X.S. In the past, Ma Chui was humiliated and ridiculed in school because she was fat. Her university life was lonely and monotonous, so she felt inferior and unsociable. After getting to know Ma Xinxin, Qin Feng saw another side of her. She was a lively, cheerful, and kind-hearted girl. After getting familiar with you, she would joke with you, and she could even accept Xiao Huang's jokes. Ma Xinxin was no different from an ordinary girl. At this age brimming with youth, she also hoped to have more friends. She wanted to be happy and sad with her friends. In the past, Ma Xinxin didn't have any real friends. Now, she became Qin Feng's good friend. In Ma Xinxin's eyes, she began to see Qin Feng in a new light. In Acropolis University, Qin Feng was a hedonistic young master, and everyone's evaluation of him was basically negative. He was lecherous, dissolute, and incompetent. However, after getting to know Qin Feng and staying in the same room with him, Ma Xinxin saw some of Qin Feng's hidden qualities. Unswerving faith and unyielding fighting spirit. And these qualities were the spirit that ordinary people couldn't possess. Of course, Ma Xinxin found that everyone's opinion of Qin Feng as lecherous was absolutely true. Qin Feng had been staring at Ma Xinxin's lips for more than half an hour. It's dirty. Why, you can't help it no matter how much you stare. I already said I won't kiss you today. Let's see how I feel tomorrow. Ma Xinxin had goosebumps all over her body from Qin Feng's scorching gaze. She started to worry. Should she get another room tonight? Hee. You're thinking too much. I didn't say I wanted to kiss you. I've been watching TV. Qin Feng pretended to be calm and smiled. Ma Xinxin reached out and pinched Qin Feng's thigh. She said angrily, "Can you think about my intelligence before making up lies? You didn't even turn on the TV. How can you watch it?" Qin Feng's lie was exposed, so he couldn't help but feel a bit awkward. Indeed, he was staring at Ma Xinxin's mouth. He really wanted to kiss Ma Xinxin, but he wasn't in heat. He just wanted to continue using the poisonous gas to break through. Just bear with it. The poisonous gas in my body has already been sucked dry by you. I reckon that new poisonous gas will only be produced when I sleep tonight, so you have to wait until tomorrow. Kiss me again. Ma Xinxin was a little embarrassed. She suddenly realized that from today onwards, she had to kiss Qin Feng every day. Yes. Don't be too anxious. After all, you've just learned how to kiss. This thing needs to be done step by step, and it needs to have a romantic atmosphere. It's the most wonderful to kiss when you can't help it, and when the conditions are right. If you have a greedy attitude and eagerly want to kiss me, then you'll lose the true meaning of kissing. Qin Feng spoke in all seriousness, like a master teaching a child. The corners of Ma Xinxin's mouth twitched. She had never seen a man as shameless as Qin Feng. Qin Feng kept talking about kissing, making Ma Xinxin extremely bashful. Ma Xinxin quickly changed the topic and said, "Oh right, Qin Feng, since we're going to stay in Zhongchuan City for 3 months, we need to rent a house. We can't stay in a hotel every day, right?" As a girl, Ma Xinxin only thought about living. Before she went to the poison sect, she had never spent the night outside, nor rented a house to give birth. Live. When she thought about renting a house and living together with Qin Feng for the next 3 months, Ma Xinxin was nervous and a little expectant. Qin Feng thought Ma Xinxin's suggestion was great. Since Qin Feng was in a foreign land, he had no money on him. Although he cheated Brother Dulong of 5,000 yuan not long ago, he couldn't last for 3 months. Since we're free, let's go out and see if we can find a suitable house. After Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin reached an agreement, they put on their clothes and left the hotel. Ma Xinxin had no money on her, and Qin Feng only had 4,800 yuan. Since Qin Feng chose to live in seclusion in Zhongchuan City for the next 3 months, he didn't plan to contact his women and friends. This also meant that Qin Feng had cut off his source of income. Zhongchuan City's development was better than they imagined. Naturally, the housing prices were also extraordinarily high. The two of them strolled on the street for a while. The houses that caught their eye cost around 2,000 yuan per month. Moreover, they had to pay a month's deposit, so the total cost was more than 20,000 yuan. To Qin Feng, he couldn't afford it at all. After strolling for an entire afternoon, Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin's legs were about to break from walking, but they still couldn't find a suitable house. "Xinxin, are you tired? Why don't we look for a house tomorrow?" Qin Feng never thought that he would have to worry about finding a house one day. Ma Xinxin was really tired from walking. Her body was drenched in fragrant sweat. Moreover, Ma Xinxin had suddenly become thinner. Her clothes were fat and big, which looked very strange. If she was not careful, the whiteness in front of her chest would be exposed. Along the way, Ma Xinxin had to use her hands to hold the sides of her pants, otherwise, her pants would directly slide down to her heels. Oh. Then we'll look for a house tomorrow. Ma Xinxin pouted and looked a little disappointed. Qin Feng looked at Ma Xinxin walking behind him like a little duck. He was amused by Ma Xinxin's chaplain-like walking style. "You scoundrel, I stayed because of you. I don't even have clothes to change into, and you're still laughing." Ma Xinxin glared at Qin Feng pitifully. Qin Feng suddenly reached out and directly pulled Ma Xinxin into his embrace. He used his hand to press down Ma Xinxin's pants that were about to fall down and said, "Let's go, I'll buy you a set of clothes first. You're my, Qin Feng's, top manager, so you can't make me lose face." Qin Feng's hot breath spread by Ma Xinxin's ear. The two of them were stuck together. Ma Xinxin was completely stunned. She was like a puppet that had its soul sucked out. She was stupidly pulled forward by Qin Feng. When Ma Xinxin came back to her senses, Qin Feng had already brought her into a Chanel store. Qin Feng, we have to save money now. Let's just go to a street stall and buy a set of clothes that fits. Ma Xinxin looked at the high-end store and felt touched and shy. How can that be? You're my manager, so you have to wear the best. Qin Feng acted like a tycoon and insisted on buying clothes here. Ma Xinxin couldn't argue with Qin Feng, so she lowered her head and let Qin Feng choose clothes for her. That feeling was very wonderful, and it made Ma Xinxin's heart surge with warmth. Zhongchuan City and Hong Kong were separated by the sea. The clothes in the stores here were much cheaper than in China. Qin Feng chose a set of clothes that didn't cost more than 3,500 yuan. Ma Xinxin had already changed into new clothes. A white chiffon blouse paired with a black short skirt, and a red trench coat on the outside. Ma Xinxin's long legs were exposed. They were fair and straight, and the red trench coat revealed a hint of wild beauty. It made Ma Xinxin's entire person a bit more tender and beautiful. Qin Feng, do I look good? Ma Xinxin was stared at by Qin Feng for a while. Finally, she couldn't help but ask Qin Feng. Yes, I want this. After admiring Ma Xinxin's beauty, Qin Feng went to pay. When Ma Xinxin walked out of the Chanel store wearing the fashionable and sexy clothes, she still felt like she was dreaming. In her entire life, aside from her family, Qin Feng was the first man to buy clothes for her. And when the two of them were at their poorest, he bought such expensive clothes. After leaving the Chanel store, Qin Feng went straight to the street stalls across the street to change into a new set of clothes for himself. At this time, Qin Feng was still wearing the clothes he wore to challenge the dragon god. His clothes were already tattered and stained with blood. When Qin Feng walked on the street, people who passed him had to take a detour. Seeing Qin Feng choose a set of black sportswear from a street stall, Ma Xinxin suddenly had the urge to cry. Qin Feng, I don't want this set of clothes. Let's return the clothes and then go to a store to buy you a suit, okay? Ma Xinxin suddenly grabbed Qin Feng's arm tightly and looked at Qin Feng with a pleading expression. Qin Feng already paid. A set of sportswear only cost 100 yuan. Return what? You look good in this set of clothes, no need to return it. Qin Feng's tone was firm. But you still want to be a celebrity, you have to get a decent outfit. Ma Xinxin was so anxious that she was about to cry. Without waiting for Ma Xinxin to continue, Qin Feng glared at her and said, I'm not happy with what you're saying. This young master relied on his talent and charm to become a celebrity. What's the point of putting on an illusory appearance? Xinxin, do you still think I'm ugly? Ma Xinxin choked on Qin Feng's words and didn't know how to reply. She understood Qin Feng's thoughts. She discovered another side of Qin Feng that no one knew about. Although this man was often indecent and lecherous, when he was warm, he could melt a woman's heart. Hi. Beauty, you're really pretty. What do you do? After Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin bought clothes, they were about to go back when a man with long hair and an artist's style walked over. The man didn't pay attention to Qin Feng at all. His gaze lingered on Ma Xinxin's long legs. After a while, he stared at Ma Xinxin's charming face. Who are you? I don't know you. Ma Xinxin furrowed her brows. She really didn't like the man's gaze. Hee. Beauty, don't be afraid. I'm not a bad person. This is my business card. I'm a professional talent scout. People in the industry call me Big Brother Ming. I can see that your temperament, height, and figure are outstanding. What do you think? Are you interested in becoming a celebrity? When Qin Feng was in Acropolis City, he once took Lin Bei shopping on the pedestrian street and encountered a fake talent scout. He didn't expect to meet this kind of guy who was seeking death in Zhongchuan City. However, Zhongchuan City and Hong Kong were separated by the sea. Hong Kong's entertainment industry was much more developed than China's. This kind of talent scout profession did exist. However, many people took advantage of the loophole and pretended to be a talent scout to trick beautiful women into getting a room. After that, there was no more, "Sorry, I'm not interested." Ma Xinxin didn't even take Big Brother Ming's business card. She pulled Qin Feng and left. Big Brother Ming hurriedly chased after them and blocked Ma Xinxin's path. He grinned and said, "Beauty, are you doubting my identity as a talent scout? Don't worry, my Big Brother Ming is very famous in the industry. You should have heard of the Pretty Girls group, right? They're Rao Sherman and Zhang Kuku. I discovered them when they were shopping on the streets of Hong Kong. Look at how popular they are now." Chapter 867. If Qin Feng wasn't sure whether Big Brother Ming was a talent scout or not, then he was sure now that this brat was a fake talent scout. Chapter updates fastest. As a hedonistic young master of China, Qin Feng had played with all kinds of female celebrities. Moreover, the female celebrities he had the best relationship with were Rao Sherman and Zhang Kuku. Qin Feng knew how Rao Sherman got to where she was today. It was all because of her perseverance and musical talent. It had nothing to do with this toad-mouthed brat. I made it very clear just now. I'm not interested. Can you please stop following me and my boyfriend? Ma Xinxin was already annoyed by Big Brother Ming. She took the initiative to hold Qin Feng's arm and act like a couple. She wanted Big Brother Ming to back off in the face of difficulties. This was the first time Big Brother Ming started to size Qin Feng up. When he saw Qin Feng's face was even more wretched and ugly than his, Big Brother Ming was filled with confidence. "Beautiful, is this your boyfriend?" "Io, what are you thinking, beautiful? You're such a beautiful flower, yet you're stuck in cow dung." Big Brother Ming didn't mean to mock Qin Feng. He said this from the bottom of his heart when he saw Qin Feng's face. Ma Xinxin was instantly unhappy. She glared at Big Brother Ming and said, "Why do you care what kind of boyfriend I find? Do you have too much free time on your hands? If you keep pestering me, I'll call the police." Ma Xinxin couldn't stand Big Brother Ming. If this wasn't Zhongchuan City, Ma Xinxin would have kicked Big Brother Ming a few times to vent her anger. "Beauty, don't be angry. I didn't say those words to defend you. Beauty, think about it. You're so beautiful, tall, and sexy. If you follow me into the entertainment industry, I promise that within a year, I'll make you a star that's even more popular than the pretty girls. At that time, you'll live in a seaside mansion, drive a sports car, wear the most fashionable clothes, and carry the most luxurious bag. All the men in the world will treat you as their dream lover, and all the women in the world will get plastic surgery based on your looks. Look at your current life. You still have to buy things with that ugly man on the street. How can this match your noble temperament, beautiful? I really feel sorry for you. You have to think carefully. If you miss this opportunity, you won't get it again even if you wait another 100 years." Brother Ming spoke one thing after another. Qin Feng wondered if this guy's real job was to sell, right? Ma Xinxin was completely enraged. Why did Qin Feng come to a street stall to buy clothes? Because all the money was spent on him. Ma Xinxin was incredibly moved, but Big Brother Ming used this to mock Qin Feng. This hit Ma Xinxin right where she was angry. "I say, are you done or not? I only like my boyfriend. I like that he doesn't have money. I like that he's ugly. I like that he's a pile of cow dung. Why do you care? Hurry up and go away." Ma Xinxin rained down a torrent of abuse on Brother Ming, but Qin Feng didn't feel good when he heard it. He felt that it was a bit strange. Ahem. You said you're a talent scout. Qin Feng hurriedly interrupted Ma Xinxin. He couldn't take it anymore. Of course, I'm a very famous talent scout in Hong Kong. People in the circle call me Big Brother Ming. Go ask around in the entertainment circle in Hong Kong. My name, Big Brother Ming, isn't just for show. Big Brother Ming was scolded by Ma Xinxin. He was so scared that he prepared to leave. Unexpectedly, Qin Feng suddenly started chatting with him. Ma Xinxin secretly tugged at Qin Feng. She didn't know why Qin Feng would talk to someone like this. This made Ma Xinxin a bit unhappy. Oh. You sound like you're very amazing. If I get you to enter the entertainment circle, it should be easy to become famous, right? Qin Feng acted as if he couldn't see Ma Xinxin's emotions. He chatted excitedly with Big Brother Ming. Big Brother Ming's heart bloomed with joy. It was said that when God closed a window, another window would be opened. Seeing how ugly Qin Feng was, Big Brother Ming thought he was very smart. In the end, God forgot to open both of this brat's windows. Ha! It's not that Big Brother Ming wants to brag, but as long as you're in the industry, which one isn't famous? For example, the Pretty Girl Group. A few days ago, they came to Hong Kong for a concert and specially invited me to a meal. I couldn't refuse even if I wanted to. Big Brother Ming's bragging became more and more unreliable. Ma Xinxin wanted to vomit, but Qin Feng said with a deadpan expression, I didn't think you were so amazing. That's great, bring us in. Seeing that Qin Feng took the bait, Big Brother Ming crossed his arms. He looked at Qin Feng condescendingly and said, even though your bro is a bit ugly, he's very quick-witted. Just now, I saw that your girlfriend's qualifications weren't bad and wanted to help her become famous. In the end, she wasn't willing. How about this, you properly persuade her to come with me to the company for an interview. You can go home and wait for the good news. Qin Feng, you, Ma Xinxin fiercely pinched Qin Feng's arm and glared at him with a huff. Qin Feng waved his hand and interrupted Ma Xinxin. He smiled at Big Brother Ming and said, Bro, are you mistaken? My girlfriend doesn't want to be a celebrity. Big Brother Ming's expression froze. He yelled with a bit of anger, fuck. Are you playing with me, brat? You chatted with me for half a day if she doesn't want to be a celebrity. Is your bro's time free? My girlfriend doesn't want to be a celebrity, but I'm preparing to enter the entertainment industry. I want to become an all-rounder in China. Music, movies, TV shows, variety shows, hosting. I want to be popular in everything. Think about it, when will you arrange for me to go to your company for an interview? Qin Feng looked at Big Brother Ming with a deadpan expression. Big Brother Ming was immediately dumbfounded. You're so fucking ugly. It would be good if you didn't come out to scare people in the day. You still want to be a celebrity. Why don't you go to heaven? Ma Xinxin finally understood Qin Feng's intentions. She laughed so hard that she doubled over. Big Brother Ming knew he was fooled. He immediately lost face. He pointed at Qin Feng and yelled, You fucking dare to fool your elder. You want to be a celebrity with your conduct. Alright, go act in a horror film. I guarantee you'll become famous immediately. Bro, I really want to be a celebrity. I'm not happy that you're talking to me like this. Qin Feng's expression became cold. Big Brother Ming was so angry that his lungs were about to explode. He yelled, You're not happy. Your elder is already unhappy. Hurry up and pay up. Your elder earns at least 8,000 an hour. If you delay your elder for half an hour, I'll give you a discount. 3,000, not a cent less. Otherwise, Big Brother Ming won't let you live in this area. Looks like you're looking for trouble. Qin Feng smiled at Big Brother Ming. Big Brother Ming's neck turned red from anger. I'm looking for trouble. Don't talk nonsense, brat. Are you going to pay up or not? No way. You ugly freak, you're looking to die. Big Brother Ming didn't waste any more words with Qin Feng. He threw a punch at Qin Feng's face. Ma Xinxin was just about to protect Qin Feng when she found that Qin Feng had already grabbed Big Brother Ming's fist. Why you hurry and let go? A boundless force came, and Big Brother Ming's fist couldn't advance any further. Qin Feng didn't let go. Instead, he tightened his grip. A crisp sound rang out, followed by Big Brother Ming's heart-wrenching scream. His fist was deformed from Qin Feng's grip, and a few of his bones were broken. Why you? Big Brother Ming was in so much pain that he was sweating profusely. He couldn't even complete a sentence. Why you? What about you? Are you mute? I say, you professional scouts, why aren't you professional at all? Why can't I be a celebrity? Don't you know that's discrimination? I can sue you in court. Why you hurry and let go? Big Brother Ming's teeth were about to shatter from gritting them. He finally realized that he had encountered a madman today. You won't listen to me. Don't be a talent scout in the future. You're not cut out for that. Qin Feng had played enough. He kicked Big Brother Ming. With a scream, Big Brother Ming flew into a dumpster 10 meters away. Qin Feng was still a bit depressed because he lost to Godly Dragon. At this time, he clapped his hands, feeling incomparably carefree. Silly girl, what are you standing there for? Let's go back to the hotel. Qin Feng was already walking back. Ma Xinxin came back to her senses and immediately followed. Halfway there, Ma Xinxin couldn't help but look back at Big Brother Ming in the dumpster. Originally, Ma Xinxin hated this person, but now, she only felt pity. This Qin Feng's methods of torturing people were simply too cruel. It was torture from the depths of the enemy's soul. The two of them returned to the hotel. Qin Feng took a shower. Then, he wrapped himself in a towel and walked around Ma Xinxin to the bed as if there was no one else around. It was Ma Xinxin's first time seeing a shirtless man. Moreover, Qin Feng's chest and abdominal muscles were very strong. They were practically an inverted triangle. Ma Xinxin's face and ears flushed. At the same time, she was a bit angry. Because the bathroom was the shortest path to the bed, Qin Feng didn't go straight to the bed. Instead, he deliberately walked in a big circle. He insisted on swaying in front of Ma Xinxin. Xinxin, don't turn around. I'm going to change. I'm naked. Qin Feng had just gotten on the bed when a seductive, hoarse voice sounded. Ma Xinxin didn't think much of it, but after Qin Feng said this, she couldn't help but picture Qin Feng changing naked in her mind. Ha! Have you been training too much lately? Your chest muscles are as hard as rocks, and your abdominal muscles are as big as eggs. Qin Feng spoke non-stop as he changed clothes. Ma Xinxin already covered her ears. She was so angry that she gritted her teeth. She wanted to kick Qin Feng. Xinxin, you mustn't peek. I haven't put on my clothes yet. Qin Feng raised his voice. Ma Xinxin could hear him even if she covered her ears. Hurry up and change. Who wants to peek? You won't even let me look. You really spoil my appetite. Ma Xinxin couldn't take it anymore and complained. Qin Feng let out a long sigh and muttered to himself, "Ai. Too bad you can't appreciate such a magnificent weapon." Ma Xinxin rolled her eyes and almost fainted from anger. Chapter 868. Qin Feng changed his clothes for half an hour. He really enjoyed the feeling of running naked on the bed. Ma Xinxin, on the other hand, was extremely torturous. She wanted to go out and hide for a while, but she was afraid that if she got up, she would accidentally see something she shouldn't see. Xinxin, have you recovered from the poison in your body? Qin Feng wore a black tracksuit he bought from a street stall and laid comfortably on the bed while watching TV. Ma Xinxin peeked at Qin Feng carefully. Seeing that he had finally changed, Ma Xinxin's worried heart relaxed. Not yet. Don't keep thinking about it. Even if I recover, I might not let you kiss me. Ma Xinxin was exhausted from shopping the whole day. Now that Qin Feng had changed, Ma Xinxin could finally lie on the bed for a while. Xinxin, check if the views of the recording I sent has exceeded 100 million. Qin Feng suddenly thought of the important matter. Ma Xinxin rolled her eyes. She turned on her phone and complained, exceeded 100 million. Are you kidding me? It's already good enough if the views exceed 1,000. What's the use of exceeding 1,000? My goal is to become a popular singer in China. After I open my Weibo, I must have 20 million fans. Qin Feng had long studied the chain mission, I'm a superstar. The system's criteria for the first side mission was to have more than 20 million fans on Weibo and not to make fans on their own. Ma Xinxin had already opened the website. She was shocked when she saw the number of views. Wow! Qin Feng, you're pretty good. This recording has only been released for less than 6 hours, and your views have already exceeded 2,000. Ma Xinxin was shocked. Qin Feng thought it really exceeded 100 million, but it only exceeded 2,000. 2,000 won't do. 20 million is more like it. Qin Feng became serious. This was the limit set by the system, and Qin Feng couldn't change it. Ma Xinxin still couldn't understand why Qin Feng wanted to be a star. Why did he want to be a star with this ugly face? Ma Xinxin thought Qin Feng was acting like a playboy and would give up on the idea of becoming a star after 3 minutes of popularity. However, when she saw Qin Feng's serious expression, she realized she was wrong. Qin Feng really wanted to become a star. Qin Feng, aren't you waiting to find the dragon god for revenge in 3 months? Why do you want to be a celebrity? Ma Xinxin looked at Qin Feng with confusion. It was hard for Qin Feng to explain. He couldn't say that it was a quest issued by the system. I'm serious about becoming a celebrity. This isn't a joke. Help me think of a way to quickly increase my fame. Qin Feng looked at Ma Xinxin seriously. Ma Xinxin no longer doubted Qin Feng. After thinking for a while, Ma Xinxin said, I just looked at the comments under your song. Almost all of them are praising you. There's nothing wrong with your singing. The biggest problem now is that you haven't done enough publicity. Qin Feng nodded. He felt that Ma Xinxin was right. After all, Qin Feng debuted as a newcomer. No matter how well he sang, if there wasn't enough publicity, his fame could only rise bit by bit. It was almost impossible for him to become famous overnight. What other good ideas do you have? Qin Feng asked. If you really want to be famous, you can ask your relatives and friends to help you publicize. With the influence of the Qin family and your friends in Huaxia, it should be very easy. Qin Feng shook his head and said seriously, I don't want them to help unless it's absolutely necessary. Ma Xinxin's eyes began to shine. She discovered that at this moment, Qin Feng had that kind of strong faith again. This kind of spirit made Ma Xinxin very fascinated. Qin Feng's identity was obviously very powerful, and his interpersonal relationships were very strong. However, Qin Feng relied on his own hard work to become a celebrity. This kind of spirit and fighting strength was worth learning from. It's okay. I'll stay with you and watch you become famous. I believe that you will become famous. Ma Xinxin's expression was firm, and she looked at Qin Feng tenderly. Qin Feng nodded and said, "Yes. I also believe that I will become famous. At most, it will take a little longer. However, once I ask my relatives and friends to help me, they will see my current ugly appearance. I can't accept this kind of thing." The corner of Ma Xinxin's mouth twitched. Her infatuated eyes suddenly dimmed. She wanted to bite Qin Feng's head. "Qin Feng, I think you should put some effort into choosing songs. Although the song you sang before, by the Lake of Daming Lake, was very nice, this song isn't very popular. You should choose a few covers of the most popular songs at the moment. This way, the chances of people finding your songs will be higher, and the chances of them listening to your songs will be higher." Ma Xinxin gave some good suggestions, and Qin Feng felt that this was really the case. "Who's the most popular singer right now?" Qin Feng asked. "The Pretty Girl group is very popular right now, but can you sing their songs?" Ma Xinxin pouted and looked at Qin Feng. When the Pretty Girl group was mentioned, Qin Feng immediately thought of Rao Sherman. When he thought of Rao Sherman, he thought of her famous song, "Because of You." This song was very popular, and Qin Feng was also very familiar with it. When Rao Sherman went to Acropolis City, the two of them even worked together in the Qin Manor's villa. At that time, Su Ruoro was stunned. She even felt that Qin Feng's piano music was better than Rao Sherman's song. Later, when Lu Shaojia's school held an end-of-term party, Qin Feng and Lu Shaojia also worked together on this song. "Then I'll record a song now and post it online to see how it goes," Qin Feng sang as soon as he said he would. Before Ma Xinxin could react, Qin Feng's ethereal and slightly hoarse voice sounded. "Because of you, I won't give up on my dream. Because of you, there's light in front of me. We met in the summer 8 years ago. In the blink of an eye, time flies. I'm walking on the road of my dream, and it's all because of you. And you, where are you?" The tune was sorrowful, and the lyrics tugged at one's heartstrings. Coupled with Qin Feng's unique dual voice, he vividly sang this song to another peak. When Qin Feng opened his mouth, Ma Xinxin was mesmerized. She once again recalled the past, and tears once again flowed down her cheeks. "Xinxin, did I sing well?" Qin Feng had already finished singing the song, but he realized that Ma Xinxin was moved to tears by him again. Qin Feng extended his hand to help Ma Xinxin dry her tears. Ma Xinxin's heart raced, but she didn't reject Qin Feng's good intentions. When Qin Feng's fingers rubbed Ma Xinxin's soft face, sparks flickered in Ma Xinxin's heart. "Qin Feng, after this song is released, the number of views will definitely increase by several times." Ma Xinxin was Qin Feng's first listener. She wasn't comforting Qin Feng. Ma Xinxin sincerely felt that Qin Feng sang very well. It was very good. She believed that other people would also be moved by Qin Feng's song. Qin Feng and Rao Sherman sang this song completely differently. As a man and a woman, they sang this song in 2 different styles and reached 2 different peaks. Qin Feng's voice was purchased from the system. He also had elementary piano skills and advanced guitar skills, so he wasn't surprised that he could sing such a beautiful song. He was much calmer than Ma Xinxin. "That's fine. Hurry up and upload the "Because of You" you recorded online. We'll break 100 million views when we wake up." Qin Feng impatiently urged Ma Xinxin. Ma Xinxin had already recovered from her reverie. She pinched Qin Feng's thigh and said, "Qin Feng, hurry up and wake up. Stop daydreaming. Although this song is more popular than the previous one, it's impossible for it to break 100 million views. I'll be satisfied if it's over 10,000. Xinxin, how can you say such discouraging words? Are you my ace manager or not? Don't tell me you're having an affair with old Song next door. Qin Feng complained. Ma Xinxin glared at Qin Feng with a huff. Hey! Don't frame a good person. Which old Song did I have an affair with? I only had an affair with you. Tui. Even when Rao Sherman sang this song, she only had tens of millions of views. That was accumulated over several years. You're a newcomer, yet you want to break 100 million views in one night. Why don't you ascend to the heavens? Ma Xinxin blurted out and immediately shyly corrected herself. My strength is crippled now. I really can't ascend to the heavens. Xinxin, do you want to ascend to the heavens? I have a way to help you ascend. Qin Feng's thoughts jumped so fast that Ma Xinxin couldn't keep up. Weren't they just talking about music? How did they suddenly jump to the heavens? Ma Xinxin quickly regained her senses. Her youthful and charming face instantly flushed red. She finally understood the meaning behind Qin Feng's words. Why, you're shameless. Hurry up and give me money. Ma Xinxin extended her slender, lily-white hand toward Qin Feng. Qin Feng was puzzled. What money? I only have 1,000 yuan left in my pocket. We have to spend it sparingly. Give me 300 yuan. I'll get another room. Ma Xinxin considered getting another room in the afternoon because Qin Feng was too perverted. If she slept with him for one night, how could she still be herself? Xinxin, why are you so disobedient? We're at a critical juncture now. We have to save money. If you can sleep in one room, why do you need another room? Qin Feng reprimanded Ma Xinxin with a straight face. Ma Xinxin felt wronged and didn't know how to refute. Then you sleep on the sofa, and I'll sleep on the bed. Ma Xinxin hesitated for a while. This was her bottom line. Actually, I can also sleep on the bed. I don't mind you secretly taking advantage of me at night, Qin Feng said seriously. Ma Xinxin's collar rose and fell. She placed her hands on her hips and yelled at Qin Feng, I mind. Qin Feng's swindling, coercion, and enticement failed in the end. Although Ma Xinxin had a good impression of Qin Feng, the two of them hadn't reached that stage yet. As an extremely conservative woman, Ma Xinxin wouldn't sleep on the same bed as Qin Feng even if she was beaten to death. Qin Feng hugged a blanket and nestled on the sofa. Ma Xinxin, who was tired from the day, had already fallen asleep on the bed. The moonlight shone on Ma Xinxin's charming face. Ma Xinxin seemed to have had a sweet dream. Her smile was even more beautiful than the moonlight. Chapter 869. The morning of Zhongchuan City was beautiful. As the sun rose, rays of sunlight shone on the surface of the river. The boats at the harbor roared as they set sail. Many people jogged along the coast, old men practiced taiji swordplay, and couples hugged each other sweetly. It was the beginning of a new day. Zhongchuan City was recovering, and everything became busy. Cripple, did you find out what I asked you to do? Under the crowded bridge, Big Brother Dulong and a group of beggars gathered in a corner. Big Brother Dulong's only eye was still bruised. Qin Feng's punch yesterday wasn't light. The man who was called Cripple had an unshaven beard and tattered clothes. He held a walking stick in his hand, and his right leg seemed to be broken. Actually, Cripple was not a cripple. He pretended to be a cripple to gain people's sympathy so that he could get more money. Big Brother, I found it. That stinky brat brought a fat woman to the 7 days Holiday Inn. Then, he brought a young and beautiful woman out of the inn to look for a house. After being beaten up by Qin Feng yesterday, Big Brother Dulong was filled with anger. He was afraid of Qin Feng's skills, so he gathered all the beggars in central Chuan City to find out where Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin were. This cripple was one of them. Fuck, he brought another young and beautiful woman. What are women thinking nowadays? They're all so hardcore. How can a woman be willing to sleep with that crippled brat? I'm so handsome, but none of the women took the initiative to flirt with me. Big brother Dulong wanted to kill Qin Feng. He was furious when he heard that Qin Feng was living a free and unfettered life. Cripple and the dozen lackeys around him stole glances at brother Dulong's appearance and couldn't help but puke. Big brother, I've thought of a brilliant plan to help you get back at him. Cripple looked at big brother Dulong with a fawning smile. Hurry up. Cripple moved closer to big brother Dulong's ear and whispered, Big brother, isn't that ugly toad looking for a house? Let's put up an advertisement and lure that brat over. Then, Cripple's plan was very detailed. It was obvious that he had thought about it for a long time. Big brother Dulong's single eye flashed with a playful smile. He thought it was a good plan. Ha! Brilliant, this is absolutely brilliant. Alright Cripple, you're getting smarter and smarter. You'll be in charge of this. As long as Big Brother gets his revenge, I'll let you manage the area around the Heavenly Bridge. Cripple was overwhelmed by the favor and hurriedly replied, All right, don't worry, Big Brother. I'll definitely settle this for you. Big Brother Dulong was causing trouble early in the morning, while Qin Feng and Ma Xinshin woke up naturally. As soon as he woke up, Qin Feng jumped onto the bed. Xan, you've gained weight. This is great, you've gained weight again. Ma Xinshin opened her eyes and saw Qin Feng's ugly face. She was so shocked that she almost fell off the bed. When did you go to bed? You took advantage of me while I was asleep. Ma Xinshin hurriedly lifted the quilt to check her body. After a while, she let out a long sigh of relief. Fortunately, she had kept her integrity for so many years. No, her chastity was still there. However, very quickly, Ma Xinshin's chubby lips pouted stubbornly and her eyes widened. She discovered that Qin Feng seemed to like it better when she was fat. Xan, hurry up and give me a kiss. Qin Feng's desire for power was almost insane. He wanted nothing more than to suck out every last bit of poison in Ma Xinshin's body. Ma Xinshin pushed Qin Feng away and yelled angrily, Go away. I'm not in a good mood, so I won't give you a kiss today. After pushing Qin Feng away, Ma Xinshin hurriedly jumped off the bed and hid in the bathroom. Qin Feng also ran to the sink and started brushing his teeth. He laughed inwardly, this girl is really particular, brushing her teeth before kissing. Xan, I'm ready. Hurry up and come. After Qin Feng finished washing up, he laid on the bed for a while before Ma Xinshin finally came out of the bathroom. Ma Xinshin didn't have any pajamas and only had a white towel wrapped around her body. The towel was made of very little material and could only cover Ma Xinshin's important parts. Her long legs, fragrant shoulders, and jade-like neck were all exposed and emitted waves of fragrance. I said I won't give you a kiss today. Go out first, I want to change. Ma Xinshin glared at Qin Feng unhappily. Qin Feng didn't leave. He laughed carelessly and said, Then hurry up and change, I don't mind. Ma Xinshin rolled her eyes. She really wanted to pry open Qin Feng's head and see what was inside. Or was Qin Feng's brain different from normal people's? Otherwise, how could this person be so shameless and serious? You don't mind, but I do. Hurry up and go to the bathroom for a while. I really want to change. We still have to continue looking for a house today. Ma Xinshin was so wrong that she was about to cry. Qin Feng didn't make things difficult for Ma Xinshin and ran to the bathroom to take a shower. When Qin Feng came out, Ma Xinshin had changed into the clothes she bought yesterday and sat quietly by the window. Qin Feng, I just saw the number of hits for yesterday's recording. It already broke 10,000. Ma Xin yelled excitedly. Qin Feng shook his head. The number of hits was too far from what Qin Feng wanted. Only 10,000. If it continues to develop at this speed, when will it reach 20 million? No, it's still too slow. Speaking of the singer mission, Qin Feng became serious. This was a serious matter. 10,000 hits and 2,000 comments in one night is already heaven-defying. Qin Feng, don't be too anxious. Ma Xin could see that Qin Feng really cared about the singer mission, so she started to comfort him. Qin Feng walked to Ma Xinxin's side and looked at the comments on Ma Xinxin's phone. Ma Xinxin sat on the chair. Her legs were fleshy and shiny. She raised her head and looked at Qin Feng. She seemed to be straining herself. The comments were all praises. Some people even requested Qin Feng to sing other people's songs. Qin Feng skimmed through the comments and returned the phone to Ma Xinxin. Qin Feng lowered his gaze, and his eyes happened to meet Ma Xinxin's beautiful eyes. Ma Xinxin had become a big fat girl. She was a completely different person from the slender and charming Ma Xinxin. Qin Feng's expression was gentle, revealing a trace of affection. Ma Xinxin closed her legs and grabbed the hem of her clothes. She was so nervous that her fats were trembling. The scene seemed to freeze. The atmosphere became ambiguous in an instant. The sun shone down from the French window. Ma Xinxin's breath was filled with Qin Feng's manly scent. Her breathing became heavier, her chest rose and fell, and a layer of sweat seeped out of her forehead. Qin Feng slowly bent down and protected Ma Xinxin's bucket-like waist with one hand. Their lips touched. Waves of surging and powerful poisonous gas surged over, instantly filling Qin Feng's veins and blood. Qin Feng hurriedly used his inner qi to suppress the poisonous gas and convert it bit by bit for cultivation. This process wasn't fast, and their lips were stuck together. This was Ma Xinxin's third kiss with Qin Feng, but the instant their lips touched, Ma Xinxin's mind went blank. It was as if someone had taken her soul away. Bang bang. After kissing for an unknown amount of time, two loud sounds came from Qin Feng's body. Ma Xinxin jumped in fright. Qin Feng, are you okay? Looking at Ma Xinxin, who had become slim and sexy again, Qin Feng wanted to kiss her for a while longer. However, Ma Xinxin hurriedly retreated and said nervously, "And no more kissing. Let's go look for a house." Qin Feng felt the condition of his body. In just one morning, Qin Feng had leveled up twice and was now a stage 5 inner qi expert. This kind of leveling up speed was faster than riding a rocket. Moreover, the way he leveled up was full of erotic ambiguity. Qin Feng felt extremely good. After calming himself down, Qin Feng did not force Ma Xinxin to kiss him again. The two walked out of the room and continued to look for a house. Qin Feng, come quickly. There's a pretty good house here. As soon as the two left the hotel, Ma Xinxin saw a satisfactory advertisement on a rental billboard nearby. Qin Feng glanced at it. It was indeed not bad. The house was nearby and belonged to the urban area. It had 3 bedrooms and 2 living rooms, and it only cost 1,000 yuan a month. Moreover, the starting rent was 1 month and there was a deposit for another month. Based on this calculation, renting this house would only cost 2,000 yuan. It was just right for Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin's current situation. Qin Feng, this house is really good. 3 bedrooms and 2 living rooms for 1,000 yuan a month. Let's go and have a look. Ma Xinxin excitedly hugged Qin Feng's arm. She felt like Qin Feng's girlfriend and they were going to live together. The two quickly found the house on the advertisement. It was a high-class residential area. After they found Block 3, Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin took the elevator to the 11th floor and arrived at the door of Unit 1102. Ma Xinxin pressed the doorbell, and the door quickly opened. A burly man poked his head out and looked at Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin. He yelled, "What are you doing here?" "Big brother, we're here to rent a house." "Are you renting this house?" The burly man looked like a fiend, and Ma Xinxin was frightened. "Yes, it's for rent. Come in and have a look." The burly man was stunned for a moment. He scanned Qin Feng carefully again and then stepped aside. Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin walked into the house. As soon as they entered, 2 daggers were pressed against Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin's waists. "Stinking brat, you're finally here. You dared to offend our big brother Dulong. I'll make you bleed today. Big brother Dulong, you're here, and you even brought a pretty girl with you. This girl is so fucking pretty, I can't hold it in any longer." The burly man closed the door and locked it from the inside. A large group of people walked out of the house. The leader was Big Brother Dulong, who was beaten up by Qin Feng at the tunnel entrance yesterday. Qin Feng felt that something was wrong as soon as he entered the house. When the burly man locked the door, Qin Feng had already calmed down. He was in complete control of the situation in the house, and his expression didn't change in the slightest. Ma Xinxin, on the other hand, was stunned. She didn't think that she would be kidnapped. Ma Xinxin finally understood. No wonder the rent was so cheap and the location was so good. After all this time, it was a trap set by these bad guys. Chapter 870. Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin were surrounded by a dozen strong men. These strong men were twirling daggers in their hands and looking at Qin Feng frivolously. "Well done, cripple. From now on, you can help your big brother manage the territory under the overpass." Brother Lone Dragon glanced at Qin Feng, then turned his head to talk to Cripple. He didn't put Qin Feng in his eyes at all. Cripple was so excited that his legs trembled. Okay, thank you, big brother. I won't let you down." After they finished talking about the territory, Brother Dulong looked at Qin Feng again. His eyes were full of mockery and disdain, as if Qin Feng was a little sheep that fell into a wolf's den. "You ugly toad, you didn't think this day would come, right? How dare you hit me? Why don't you go out and find out who's in charge of the underground in Zhongchuan City? You're just an outsider, how dare you behave so atrociously in my territory? I'll teach you a lesson today." Brother Dulong blabbered on, and Qin Feng was annoyed by it. Ma Xinxin recovered from her shock. Half of her body was already in front of Qin Feng. Ma Xinxin was a stage 4 inner chi martial artist. Ever since she learned how to control the poison in her body, her strength had improved by leaps and bounds. Ma Xinxin was still able to deal with these hooligans. "One-eyed dragon, stop talking nonsense. Does this house belong to you? What a coincidence. My girlfriend and I want to rent your house. Let's finish the paperwork quickly and you can take these idiots and get out of here." Seeing that Brother Dulong couldn't stop once he started talking, Qin Feng interrupted him. Brother Dulong was shocked and immediately shut his mouth. The surrounding lackeys were all dumbfounded, and the entire room fell into silence. Ma Xinxin was stunned. She looked at Qin Feng like she had Alzheimer's disease and had the urge to pry open Qin Feng's head to take a look. After a short silence, the group of people burst into an uproar. Brother Dulong didn't have time to curse before the men behind him started to clamor. "Damn you, what are you talking about? Not only is this bastard ugly, there's something wrong with his brain. Why the fuck is he talking about renting a house? Are you crazy? Brother Lone Dragon, this ugly toad just called you a one-eyed dragon. How dare it call me a one-eyed dragon? Everyone had a nickname, and it was a nickname that other people gave them. Brother Dulong's nickname was One-Eyed Dragon. No one knew who gave him this nickname, but no one dared to call him that in front of Brother Dulong. Brother Lone Dragon hated it the most when people called him One-Eyed Dragon, just like how Willow Tree hated it the most when people called him Fatty. This was their reverse scale. Brother Dulong's face turned red as he slapped the face of the younger brother who was yelling beside him, knocking him unconscious. Shut up. If you keep shouting, I'll stab you to death. The underling who was beaten immediately came back to his senses. He was so scared that his whole body trembled. He quickly retreated to the corner and didn't dare to make a sound. Ugly Toad, you are very tough, aren't you? Let's see if you can still get hard in a while. After slapping the underling, Brother Dulong turned around and glared at Chin Fong. He waved his hand and yelled, "Tie this bastard up. I'm going to fuck his woman in front of him." The group of underlings immediately became excited. They loved to do this kind of thing. Ma Xinshin was so scared that she immediately hid behind Chin Fong. Although she was a stage 4 inner chi martial artist, Ma Xinshin didn't have any actual combat experience. When a group of men pounced on her, she was shocked. Ma Xinshin didn't even know who to attack. Whoosh! A gust of wind sounded. In the noisy environment, even its light sound couldn't be heard. However, in the next second, the underling who was at the front of the group suddenly knelt on the ground. The underling started to scream at the top of his lungs, and the people behind him stopped. Everyone looked at their comrade in astonishment. That person knelt on the ground and screamed more miserably than a pig being slaughtered. However, they couldn't see any wounds on his body. It was as if he was possessed by a ghost. Sizzle. The room quieted down. There was the sound of water splashing, but it wasn't water. It was bright red blood. Ma Xinshin screamed. She saw that the kneeling man's legs were separated from his knees. In the blink of an eye, blood flowed like a river on the ground. A pungent smell of blood filled the room. Ah! My legs are broken. Why did my legs suddenly break? Help, I can't live anymore. Hurry and send me to the hospital. The screams reverberated throughout the room. Everyone was stunned. They didn't even know what was going on. Ha! Why did this person cut off his legs? I'm just here to rent a house. I'm also a poor person. Even if you cut off your legs, I won't give you any money. Chin Fang's indifferent voice sounded and broke the silence. Brother Lone Dragon's heart had undergone a drastic change. He had been fearless before, but now, his legs were trembling. He didn't know what was going on. He didn't have the heart to deal with Chin Fong or that beauty. He just wanted to run away. Big brother, what do we do now? Cripple came back to his senses and looked at Brother Dulong blankly. Capture that ugly toad first, then send him to the hospital, Brother Dulong said with a trembling voice. The dozen or so lackeys all swallowed their saliva and gathered their courage to charge at Chin Fong again. Chin Fang's eyes flashed with a cold smile. He shook his head inwardly. He gave these people a chance, but they didn't cherish it. They couldn't blame him. Shio, shio, shio. This time, the sound of wind blew everywhere. Rays of white light appeared in the room. The light flashed like fireflies floating in the air. Poochie. The crisp sound of skin being cut was continuous, followed by painful howls of pain. The originally luxurious and bright room suddenly turned into hell. Blood splattered everywhere, and the light of knives and swords flashed. All of this happened in an instant. In the blink of an eye, people were lying on the ground. Only Brother Dulong was left standing there. Brother Dulong said to stand, but he would rather be lying down. He wanted to lie in a pool of blood and pretend to be dead. He really regretted offending this ugly man in front of him. Qin Feng's skills were too mysterious. Before Brother Lone Dragon and the others could see clearly, they had been completely defeated. As for why Brother Lone Dragon was still standing, he didn't think that it was because he was so powerful. His naturally scattered tortoise chi blocked Qin Feng's attack. Brother Dulong knew that he would die even more miserably than those lackeys on the ground. Ah. Qin Feng, I am so scared. Ma Xin came back to her senses with great difficulty. She was so scared that her body was pressed against Qin Feng's back, and she couldn't stop trembling. Qin Feng patted Ma Xin's back and said softly, "Go out first. I'll call you back in a bit." Ma Xin looked at Qin Feng worriedly. Qin Feng opened the door and pushed Ma Xin out. "Don't worry, it'll be over soon." Crack! The sound of the door closing was like a clap of thunder that struck Brother Dulong's heart. He was so scared that his nerves were about to collapse. Brother Dulong couldn't take it anymore. Facing Qin Feng in front of him, he felt as if he was facing a demon from hell. With a plop, Brother Dulong knelt on the ground. "Be big, brother. I should've. I was wrong. Please be magnanimous and spare this little brother." Brother Dulong couldn't speak properly, and his teeth kept chattering. Blood flowed all around him. Those underlings usually pretended to be disabled and begged outside. But now, those people really had their arms and legs broken. They were truly disabled. "One-eyed dragon, what do you mean by that? I've already said that I'm here to rent a house. What's wrong with your lackeys? Do they want to cause trouble by making themselves disabled? Do they want to force me to give you money?" Qin Feng pulled a chair and leisurely sat in front of Brother Dulong. Brother Dulong didn't care that Qin Feng called him one-eyed dragon, and he even had to flatter Qin Feng with a smile. "Be big, brother, it's fine to rent a house. If you like this little brother's house, you can move in at any time. It doesn't matter how long it takes." "I don't want a single cent from Big Brother." Brother Dulong struggled to speak, and Qin Feng struggled to listen. "It's not good to have too much money. We're not that close, so I'll give you some money. Don't lose money." Qin Feng started to take out money from his pocket, and Brother Dulong was so scared that his face turned green. "Big brother, don't be so polite with this little brother. It's my honor to be able to do something for Big Brother. I don't want money, I really don't want money." Looking at Brother Dulong's cowardly expression, Qin Feng found it quite funny. "You really don't want money?" "No, I don't want it." "Then I won't be polite. Break one of your fingers and scram with these trash." Qin Feng's voice was cold, and his body exploded with a powerful aura. Qin Feng didn't want to cause trouble in a foreign land, but Brother Dulong and these lackeys took the initiative to provoke Qin Feng, so Qin Feng wouldn't let them off so easily. Brother Dulong almost peed himself when he heard that Qin Feng was going to break his finger. Just as he was about to beg Qin Feng suddenly raised his hand and said, "Of course, if you don't want to break your finger, I can help you. But my technique is a bit off, and if I accidentally break your head, don't blame me." Brother Dulong's eyes widened, and he almost fainted. He didn't hesitate anymore. Compared to those lackeys who had broken their arms and legs, what was a broken finger? "Ah!" a scream rang out. Brother Dulong had already cut his finger with a dagger. He didn't have time to bandage and treat the wound. He quickly got up and was about to leave. "Be big, brother, I still have things to do. I'll leave first." "Take this group of trash away and clean up," Qin Feng said indifferently. Brother Dulong had just run to the door when he hurriedly ran back and yelled at the people on the ground, "Get the fuck out of here. Hurry up." Ma Xinshin had been standing at the door in a daze. When she saw the door open, she wanted to rush in to see Qin Feng's situation. However, she saw the lackeys crawling out, and Ma Xinshin was scared to tears. "Xinshin, go stay in the room. You can come out after you're done outside." Ma Xinshin didn't even have the strength to walk. Qin Feng went up and carried her. He carried Ma Xinshin to the bed in the inner room. Chapter 871. Qin Feng stayed in the living room for a while and choked on the smell of blood. Then, he went into the room. Ma Xinshin was still in a daze, so Qin Feng patted her back and comforted her the entire time. After an unknown amount of time, there was no more movement outside. Qin Feng walked out of the room and found that Big Brother Dulong and the others had run away. However, the room was clean and tidy, just like when Qin Feng and Ma Xinshin first came. "Qin Feng, let's go." Ma Xinshin also ran out of the room and looked at Qin Feng worriedly. "No need to go, we'll stay here from now on. That Cyclops gave us a free place to stay, it would be a waste not to stay." Since Qin Feng said he wanted to stay here, Ma Xinshin couldn't refute. Seeing that Ma Xinshin was still in a daze, Qin Feng changed the topic to the celebrity mission and started to distract Ma Xinshin. Qin Feng and Ma Xinshin looked at the situation on the various websites. Big Brother Dulong and the group of handicapped people had already escaped to the entrance of the district. A few passers-by saw this bloody scene and ran away in fright. Big Brother, I lost too much blood, I feel like I'm going to faint. Big Brother, hurry and call an ambulance for us. We don't want to die." This group of lackeys were all cowardly. They cried and screamed to the heavens and annoyed Big Brother Dulong to death. Big Brother Dulong hurriedly called an ambulance. His severed finger had to be reattached within 24 hours, or else it wouldn't be reattached. When the ambulance arrived, the medical staff were scared silly. Big Brother Dulong and the others climbed into the car and shouted for the driver to hurry to the hospital. Because there were too many injured, the car couldn't fit them all. In the end, 2 nurses and a doctor were chased out of the car. The 3 of them were extremely depressed. Big Brother Dulong and the others' injuries looked heavy, but in reality, they weren't fatal. When they arrived at the hospital, the doctor stopped everyone's bleeding and bandaged their wounds. Their lives were saved. "Big Brother, isn't that brat too strange? I still haven't come back to my senses. I lost an arm, what will I do in the future? Big Brother, we must take revenge." "You idiot, you still want to take revenge? If I can keep my life this time, I'll count on Amitabha. Anyway, I'll never provoke that ugly toad again. He's a fucking monster." Brother Dulong and his gang were all gangsters. They booked 2 rooms. The patients in the rooms didn't dare stay with them. They either left the hospital voluntarily or applied to be transferred to another room. Brother Lone Dragon's injury was the lightest. His broken finger had already been reconnected. Even now, he still felt some lingering fear. However, he couldn't swallow this anger. He, Big Brother Lone Dragon, had never been bullied in Zhongchuan City for so long. "Big Brother, I've thought of a good way to kill that ugly toad." Cripple wasn't actually a cripple. He had always pretended to be a cripple and begged for sympathy. In the end, Qin Feng had cut off one of his legs, so he really became a cripple. "What is it?" Everyone looked at Cripple with an expectant expression. Cripple hated Qin Feng to the core. He gritted his teeth and said, "Big Brother, that brat's skills are strange. It's unrealistic for us to find trouble with him. However, we can let the police take care of him. No matter how strong that ugly toad is, I don't believe he's stronger than a gun. Everyone understood Cripple's plan after he finished speaking. Big Brother Lone Dragon started to clap his hands. This plan was really good. Okay, I'll call the police now. That ugly toad injured so many of us. We must put him in jail and execute him. Since Big Brother Lone Dragon was in the underworld of Zhongchuan City, he naturally knew some friends in the police station. He walked out of the room and prepared to find a secluded place to call the police. Qin Feng, the number of views for your song, Because of You, has doubled again. It's already over 20,000 views, and there are over 3,000 comments. Ma Xinxin was already focused on becoming a singer. She was extremely excited when she saw the number of views increasing. Only 20,000. It's still too far away. We can't go on like this. Qin Feng glanced at Ma Xinxin's phone. This number clearly wasn't what he wanted. Ma Xinxin sighed and said, "Sigh. It's not that easy to get 20 million views. Oh, by the way, many people in the comments said they want to see your face. Do you want to record a video? It'll probably be a little popular. Record a video. Will people be charmed by me after they see my face? What if they come and block my door?" Qin Feng looked out the window with a serious expression. Ma Xinxin rolled her eyes. She was too lazy to respond to Qin Feng. "Xinxin, I have an idea. Maybe I can freeload a lot of people." Qin Feng's eyes suddenly lit up. "Hurry up and say it." Ma Xinxin sat up straight and stared at Qin Feng. "I'll sing Because of You again. This time, I'll play the guitar as the accompaniment. Then, I'll send the video to the pretty girls' Weibo and let their fans become my fans." Ma Xinxin understood Qin Feng's intention. He wanted to use the pretty girls' Weibo to make a name for himself. That's a good idea. You sang Because of You to another level. I believe Rao Sherman will admire you when she hears your voice. If she mentions your video on Weibo, you'll be famous in an instant. Ma Xinxin was excited. Qin Feng's idea was really ruthless. After the two reached an agreement, Qin Feng didn't hesitate and directly went out to buy a normal guitar. Actually, Qin Feng could buy it from the system, but he was afraid that would make Ma Xinxin suspicious. After buying the guitar, Qin Feng sat under the floor-to-ceiling window. The sunlight fell on Qin Feng's body. Qin Feng wore black sportswear, which added a youthful air to the campus. "Are you ready?" Qin Feng looked at Ma Xinxin and asked. Ma Xinxin held her phone and was responsible for recording a video for Qin Feng. She looked at Qin Feng's face and said somewhat guiltily, "Why don't I wear a mask? It'll be more mysterious, go to hell. Hurry up and record." Qin Feng was very angry. Was his current appearance really that ugly? Qin Feng thought for a while and realized that he forgot what he looked like now because Qin Feng hadn't dared to look in the mirror for 2 days. Everything was ready. Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin became serious. Under the sunlight, Qin Feng sat on the chair with one foot on the ground and the other leg bent to support the guitar. Ding ding ding. A sweep signified the beginning of the performance. A simple sweep of the bowstring directly captured Ma Xinxin's heart. "Because of you, I won't give up on my dream. Because of you, there's light in front of me. We met in the summer 8 years ago. Time flies in the blink of an eye. I'm walking on the road of my dream, all because of you. And you, where are you?" This was Qin Feng's 4th time singing this song, and he sang better and better. Qin Feng had advanced guitar skills. This time, with the accompaniment of the guitar, the song became more vivid as if it had a soul and became a complete life. Ma Xinxin cried again. Qin Feng realized that this woman really liked to cry. after a long time, Ma Xinxin finally awoke from the melancholy melody and memories of the past. When she looked at Qin Feng again under the sunlight, Ma Xinxin felt that he wasn't ugly at all. In fact, he was extremely handsome. Xinxin, how's the recording? Qin Feng asked. Ma Xinxin hurriedly ended the recording and restarted the video. Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin sat side by side on the sofa. The beautiful, slow, and slightly sad melody sounded. Ma Xinxin closed her eyes and listened to it again. She felt that she would never get tired of listening to it again. After listening to it, Qin Feng also felt that the effect was good. Okay, that's it. Help me register a Weibo account with the name Jing Shuai. Then, post the video in Rao Shirman. Even without Qin Feng's order, Ma Xinxin already did it. After everything was done, they waited to see the effect of the video. After Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin finished their work, they lay on the sofa and started to rest. Originally, they were worried about renting a house. They didn't expect that they would settle the matter so quickly. The environment and conditions of the house were ideal. Most importantly, it was free. For the two of them who were short of money, it was like charcoal in a snowy day. Ding dong ding dong. Not long after they lay down, the doorbell rang. Ma Xinxin hurriedly sat up and looked at Qin Feng nervously. It's over. Don't tell me those bastards came back for revenge. Qin Feng was much calmer. He didn't believe that Big Brother Dulong and the others would dare to come back. I'll go take a look. Don't be afraid, I'm here. I won't let you get hurt. After Qin Feng finished speaking, he stood up and went to open the door. Ma Xinxin looked at Qin Feng's tall and sturdy figure and was suddenly filled with a sense of security. The door opened, and a group of fully armed policemen rushed in. Suddenly, more than 10 people rushed in. Each of them was holding a submachine gun. Ma Xinxin was scared silly. Put your hands on your head and squat on the ground. Quick! The leader was a man with a gun. His face was filled with ferocity. As soon as he entered the room, he pointed the gun at Qin Feng. Although Ma Xinxin was very scared, she still gathered her courage and rushed to Qin Feng's side. She tightly held on to Qin Feng's arm and didn't let go. The black muzzle was pointed at Qin Feng's forehead. This action made Qin Feng very unhappy. Qin Feng was about to raise his hand to slap the man in front of him when a familiar face ran over. Dulong, is this the person? The person who came was Big Brother Dulong. This was out of Qin Feng's expectations. Qin Feng thought that these people were afraid of him. He didn't think that Big Brother Dulong wasn't afraid of death. With more than 10 fully armed policemen present, Big Brother Dulong was immediately filled with confidence. He pointed at Qin Feng with his bandaged finger, and his single eye was about to pop out of its socket. Big Brotherly, it's this bastard. He's not from Zhongchuan City, but he dares to come and cause trouble in Zhongchuan City. Not long ago, this ugly toad injured more than 10 of my brothers. They're all lying in the hospital. This group of policemen was called over by Big Brother Dulong. The man pointing the gun at Qin Feng was Big Brother Dulong's brother. Because Zhongchuan City had only been developed for a few years, there were crooks mixed with honest people. Naturally, there was a group of black and white forces. Chapter 872. After confirming Qin Feng's identity, Brotherly didn't waste any words. He raised his hand and was about to beat Qin Feng up. At this moment, the crisp sound of high heels could be heard. Brotherly and the group of policemen immediately became serious. Chief Li, the suspect is under our control. It was a woman. Once the woman entered the room, the people surrounding Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin parted to form a path. Big brother Dulong retreated far away, not daring to approach the woman. Qin Feng's gaze fell on the newcomer. The woman was dressed in a police uniform. She was neat and tidy, and her hair was tied up behind her head. She wore a police cap, but it still couldn't hide her sexy figure and beautiful appearance. Very quickly, Qin Feng realized that he knew this girl. Wasn't this Hong Kong's beauty pageant champion for 3 consecutive years and Hong Kong's senior inspector, Leah? You too, go search the house. Don't miss a single corner. Leah had already walked in front of Qin Feng. She only glanced at Qin Feng indifferently, and then began to instruct her subordinates. A few police officers ran off to check the room while the remaining people surrounded Qin Feng and Ma Xinxin to prevent them from escaping. Leah's gaze fell on Qin Feng, and after carefully sizing him up, she said coldly, "Someone called the police, saying that you trespassed on private property, and even used violence. Now the 2 of you follow me back to the police station." Just as Leah finished speaking, Brother Li personally came up to take Qin Feng away. Ma Xinxin immediately blocked in front of Qin Feng, looked at Leah and said, "Beautiful sister, why you guys misunderstood, we didn't take the initiative to look for trouble, it was that one-eyed dragon who tricked us here and wanted to kidnap us. I was defending ourselves." Ma Xinxin felt that Leah looked rather righteous, and was the one with the highest official position, so he started to plead with Leah. A complicated expression flashed across Leah's beautiful eyes. She did not really understand the situation of this case, and originally, Brother Li was in charge of this matter. However, Leah had just been transferred from Hong Kong to Zhongshuan City, so she personally rushed over to understand more about the situation here. "If you have anything to say, go back to the police station and talk. I, Leah, will not wrongly accuse a good person, nor will I let any bad person go." After hesitating for a moment, Leah still said with a cold face. Brother Li and Brother Lone Dragon secretly looked at each other, cold sweat dripping down their foreheads. Originally, the 2 of them colluded with each other and wanted to deal with Qin Feng, but no one expected Leah to suddenly run over. If Leah really investigated this matter, it would be really troublesome. "Director Li, this brat doesn't look like a good person. I'll investigate this case, don't trouble Director Li." Brother Li grinned as he looked at Leah. Without waiting for Leah to speak, Qin Feng, who had been silent the entire time, laughed, "Chief Li, I don't plan to go back with you guys, I'm still busy." Qin Feng either didn't speak, or every time he did, he shocked everyone. The room suddenly became quiet, and the atmosphere was about to freeze. Big Brother Li and Big Brother Lone Dragon were stunned. Then, they were secretly delighted. Both of them were worried that they couldn't deal with Qin Feng. "What did you say?" Leah thought that she had heard wrongly and glared at Qin Feng with a cold gaze. Ma Xinxin hurriedly pulled on Qin Feng's arm. She was almost angered to death by Qin Feng's unconventional style. "I don't have time to go to the police station. Tell your subordinates to go back. I don't have any tea for you to drink here." Qin Feng's expression did not change, and his smile became even wider. Leah originally thought that Ma Xinxin did not look like a bad person, and even planned to investigate this case properly. However, Qin Feng's arrogant attitude immediately angered Leah. She had been a police officer for so many years, but she had never seen such an arrogant suspect like Qin Feng. "Do you think you won't go just because you say so? Who do you think you are? Bring him back." Leah waved her hand, and Brother Li immediately came forward to capture him, gloating. "Chief Li, have you heard of the names Freon and Parker Chong?" Qin Feng casually patted Brother Li and sent him flying. However, Qin Feng did not even spare Brother Li a glance. He chuckled as he looked at Leah's unpredictable and charming face. The police officers who came were all stunned. No one expected Qin Feng to be so arrogant. Brother Lone Dragon's heart was about to jump out of his throat. Was this ugly toad so strong that he could even ignore the police? You dare to attack the police? Squat down on the ground, or else we'll shoot. When the group of police officers came back to their senses, the entire room was filled with the sound of guns being loaded. More than 10 guns were aimed at Qin Feng, scaring Ma Xinxin to the point of crying. What are you doing? Put down your guns. Leah finally regained her senses. Her beautiful eyes flickered with a strange light as she stared straight at Qin Feng's ugly face, as if she wanted to see through Qin Feng. Of course, Leah knew about Freon and Parker. They were the 2 international gambling experts that Leah and Qin Feng had met when they participated in the Hong Kong Gambling Kings Conference. Qin Feng had even joked about their names at that time. Only Leah and Qin Feng knew about this matter, even Ao Wuchang and the others did not know about it. Leah never thought that the man in front of her would actually mention this matter. Could it be that he was Qin Feng? But he looked completely different. Chief Li. The dozen or so subordinates looked at Leah in astonishment, not knowing what had happened to this new bureau chief. I said put down the gun, are you disobeying my orders? Leah's voice was ice cold as she shouted again. Although the dozen or so police officers were puzzled, they could only put away their guns. Leah had already walked to Qin Feng's side, stared into Qin Feng's eyes and said, Who are you? If you want to know, come sit with me in the room. Qin Feng laughed sinisterly. Leah hesitated for a moment, but in the end, she still followed Qin Feng into the house. She was really curious about the identity of the ugly man in front of her, because Leah had missed Qin Feng a lot recently. Axian, go watch TV on the sofa. I'll be out in a while. Qin Feng turned his head and looked at Ma Xinxin. When he said those words, everyone was stunned. Qin Feng and Leah went to the master bedroom and even locked the door. Brother Dulong and the dozen or so police officers were completely dumbfounded. All of them stood there like idiots, not knowing what to do. Ma Xinxin was surrounded by a group of men and was a little nervous. She suddenly thought of Qin Feng's last words, and Ma Xinxin really went to the sofa to watch TV. When the TV was turned on, it was still a cartoon. Ma Xinxin quickly immersed herself in the cartoon, as if she had forgotten about Brother Dulong and the others who were standing at the side. From time to time, Ma Xinxin would let out a bell-like laughter, causing Brother Dulong and the others to feel awkward, in the master bedroom. Qin Feng lay comfortably on the big bed. Leah crossed her arms and stood vigilantly at the door. Speak, who exactly are you? Xiaoya, old lovers are especially passionate when they meet, why do you have such a scowling face? Come, get on the bed and talk to me about life. Qin Feng was not serious at all. Leah forcefully suppressed the anger in her heart and said coldly, Who exactly are you? If you don't tell me, I'll shoot you. Qin Feng realized that when a woman became a police officer, her temper became more and more explosive. Lu Bingbing would easily shoot you, and this Leah was also developing in that direction. Qin Feng sat up straight, and his expression became serious. Xiaoya, I'm Qin Feng. Leah's body trembled. She had already thought that the ugly man in front of her was Qin Feng, but the moment Qin Feng admitted it, Leah still couldn't believe it. You're really Qin Feng. Your face. Qin Feng didn't want to talk about his current face, so he immediately interrupted Leah and said, I'm just changing my appearance. Did you forget that not long ago, I came to Hong Kong to work with you to break the Wei family and Yamaguchi Gumi's money laundering mission? There's also group leader Yen, brother Ao Wuchang, and senior Blue Dragon Ji Yi. We're old partners. In order to make Leah believe his identity, Qin Feng told her some of the things that happened before. Leah's expression changed again and again. Her cold expression had already disappeared, and her beautiful eyes flickered with a hint of surprise. You really are Qin Feng. Why did you come to Zhongchuan City? You actually didn't tell me. Leah sat down next to Qin Feng, not minding that her body was stuck to Qin Feng's body. I've only been here for 2 days, and I didn't even have the time to look for you. Qin Feng said seriously. Actually, he didn't even think of looking for Leah. Come on, you must have forgotten about me. Ever since you left Hong Kong, you haven't even called me once. Leah had changed from the capable and powerful policewoman to a gentle and clingy little girl. Qin Feng didn't want to talk too much about this topic, otherwise, he would be exposed, so he quickly changed the topic. Oh right, why did you come to Zhongchuan City to become a police officer? Aren't you Hong Kong's senior inspector? It's all because of the money laundering mission last time. I made a great contribution, so the higher-ups promoted me and transferred me to Zhongchuan City to be the bureau chief. I've only been here for less than a month. Qin Feng chatted with Leah for a while, and also understood Leah's recent life. Leah kept staring at Qin Feng's face, and could no longer hold it in. Qin Feng, can you change back to your previous appearance? You're so ugly now. I don't want to change. I like it this way. Otherwise, if I'm too handsome, it'll be too troublesome. Qin Feng curled his lips, feeling a little unhappy in his heart. Leah really admired Qin Feng. She had never seen such a freak like Qin Feng. Leah had seen Qin Feng's and Qiao Feng's appearances before, and she felt that Qin Feng himself was quite handsome. Qiao Feng's appearance was too ordinary, but how could his current appearance be described as ugly? Of course, that was because Leah had never seen Green Wolf's appearance before. That was not the appearance of a human at all. You're really sick, you have to make yourself so ugly. Leah could not help but complain. Immediately, a crisp sound came from Leah's buttocks. She was slapped by Qin Feng. If I don't hit you for 3 days, you'll be able to talk to me properly. Qin Feng suddenly became strong, causing Leah to grit her teeth in grievance, but she did not dare to get angry at Qin Feng, because she knew that the more she resisted, the more she would suffer. Humph! You scoundrel, I want my subordinates to capture you. Leah stood up and was about to leave when Qin Feng pulled her into his embrace. Oh right, since you're the bureau chief here, then help me capture that one-eyed dragon, and that subordinate of yours surnamed Li. It's obvious that he's a bad person who's in cahoots with One-Eyed Dragon. These people are simply ruining the atmosphere of the police station. Qin Feng got down to business. Chapter 873. After Leah found out about Qin Feng's identity, she was so excited and happy that she had already forgotten about coming to capture Qin Feng. What the hell is going on? Who is that one-eyed dragon? What conflict did you have with him? Leah looked at Qin Feng seriously. One-eyed dragon is probably a hoodlum from Zhongchuan City. He wants to cause trouble for me, so I came here to rent a house today. Qin Feng briefly explained what had happened. He knew that if he did not explain things clearly and ask Leah to help him, it would be very difficult for Leah. So that's how it is. That bastard Li Hui is simply the scum of our police force. This time, I will catch all of these dark forces in one fell swoop. The Li Hui that Leah was talking about was Brother Li. After finding out the truth, Leah gritted her teeth in anger. She had just arrived in Zhongchuan City and needed some achievements to suppress her subordinate's temper. This was a good opportunity. After chatting in the room for a while, the two of them walked out. Qin Feng, are you all right? Just as the door opened, Ma Xinxin heard the noise and ran to Qin Feng's side. She held on to Qin Feng's arm nervously. Leah stood at the side with a cold expression. From the first day she met Qin Feng, she knew that Qin Feng was lustful and flirtatious. It seemed like this old habit had not changed. Chief Li, are you alright? Did that brat do anything to you? I'll arrest him right now and bring him back for interrogation. Brother Li and the others had been standing outside for almost half an hour. If they continued to stand, they would really become idiots. Seeing Qin Feng come out, Brother Li pounced over to grab him. Li took a step forward and blocked in front of Qin Feng, venting all the jealousy in her heart on Brother Li. Step down. Are you the leader here or am I the leader? I think you don't know right from wrong and keep trying to capture him. Do you have some unspeakable secret? Brother Li was stunned. He looked at Li in astonishment. He was obviously shocked by the sudden change in the situation. Chief Li, what do you mean by that? This suspect trespassed into a private house and injured more than 10 ordinary people. As the people's police, of course we have to bring the bad guys to justice. Did I do anything wrong? Brother Li's heart was already a little guilty. He felt that Li and Qin Feng knew each other, otherwise how could the two of them stay in the room for more than half an hour? Could it be that they were rolling in the bed? What a good people's police, these words coming out of your mouth are really ear-piercing. Li already knew the truth, and he completely believed Qin Feng. Qin Feng was a member of China's dragon sect. Not long ago, Qin Feng's identity was announced, and Li knew that Qin Feng had already become China's Azure Dragon. Was there a need for such a powerful person from China to frame a police captain? Brother Li was getting more and more flustered. He secretly gave the group of policemen a look. Because Li had just arrived in Zhongchuan City not long ago, the police officers that followed her were all Brother Li's old subordinates. Chief Li, why don't you say something? What do you mean? Brother Li seemed to have thrown caution to the wind. He changed his previous respectful attitude and stared at Li sloppily. Li was so angry that her body was trembling. She was Li Hui's boss. This Li Hui was going against the heavens. How dare he speak to her like that? What do you mean? Don't you know that? What's your relationship with the one-eyed man? Is this case really like what you said? I think there's something else going on. Li said coldly. Recently, Brother Du Long had been called One-Eyed Dragon, and he was so angry that his nose was crooked. Seeing that the situation had changed, Brother Du Long stopped pretending and directly went to Li Hui's side. He stared at Qin Feng and the other two and shouted, Brother Li, this bitch and that ugly toad definitely know each other. Your identity has already been seen through by this bitch. Since that's the case, let's not waste any more time with them and just kill them to silence them. The reason why Brother Du Long dared to say such crazy words was because he was extremely familiar with Li Hui. Li Hui was originally one of Brother Du Long's brothers, and in order to develop, he let Li Hui sneak into the police station to be a spy. Brother Du Long also knew that the police officers present were all Li Hui's subordinates. With so many fully armed and armed police officers guarding, Brother Du Long was not afraid of Qin Feng at all. Li Hui, do you really want to rebel? It's not too late to repent now. The situation had changed once again, and it was beyond Li's expectations. Li never thought that One-Eyed Dragon would dare to kill people to silence them. This time, Li felt a little guilty. The opponent had more than 10 guns. Li did not have the confidence to survive the rain of bullets. Rebellion. I was forced by you. You bitch, I've been unhappy with you for a long time. You've only been transferred for a few days and you're already meddling in my business. You've been giving me a cold face all day long. So what if you're the bureau chief? Ha! Today, I'll have a taste of your bureau chief. Since Brother Du Long had already spoken, Li Hui had no other choice but to shed all pretense of cordiality. Li Hui had long since spied on Li's beauty and had always been looking for an opportunity to push her down. Now that things had reached this point, Li Hui couldn't care less. He rubbed his hands and walked towards Li with a smile. Brotherly, you play with the bureau chief, I'll play with that chick. Brother Dulong had taken a fancy to Ma Xinshin and also walked up with a smile. Are you sure you want to do this? Qin Feng's calm voice sounded. Li Hui did not put Qin Feng in his eyes at all, but Brother Dulong was so scared that he stopped in his tracks. He had seen Qin Feng's strange skills before. Ugly toad, I advise you to be obedient. There are more than 10 guns aimed at you. No matter how capable you are, can you block bullets? Very quickly, Brother Dulong came back to his senses. With so many policemen here, he was not afraid of Qin Feng. Li Hui's dirty hand had already reached towards Li Ya's chest. Qin Feng smiled and shook his head. An ear-piercing wind whistled, accompanied by Qin Feng's sigh. I just cleaned the room, and I have to clean it again. Poochie. The sound of skin being cut rang out. However, Li Hui's face still had a perverted expression. According to his previous speed, he had already pinched Li Ya's fullness. That was what Li Hui had been dreaming of for the past half a month. Li Hui wanted to close his eyes to feel the soft and bouncy feeling, but he couldn't feel anything. He tried to pinch it harder, and suddenly realized that his hand had lost all feeling. Chi. After the wound had been cut open for a while, blood began to spurt out. A piercing pain surged into his heart, but Li Hui forgot to scream. His eyes almost popped out of their sockets as he stared at the disappearing right hand. He was completely dumbfounded. Hand, old man's hand. Li Hui started to scream, and the entire room fell into silence. Brother Dulong's face was as pale as paper. He had just experienced hellish torture, and now this scene was happening again. Even if Brother Dulong had 10 guts, he would still be scared to death. Hurry and open fire, kill that ugly toad, shio. Without waiting for Brother Dulong to finish speaking, and before the policemen came back to their senses. The entire room was filled with the sound of wind whistling, like a rhythmic song. However, it was a bloody song of death. Every note was accompanied by a spray of blood. The 10 or so policemen didn't even have time to raise their guns before their wrists were all cut off. It was as if they were trying to commit suicide. The guns fell to the ground and were stained by the dazzling blood. The situation had changed once again, and it had come too fiercely. Other than Qin Feng, no one had come back to their senses. Li Hui was still rolling and screaming in a pool of blood. The 10 or so policemen weren't seriously injured, and only had a cut on their wrists. Brother Dulong was completely fine, but he was more afraid than anyone else. He knew that he was finished this time. One-eyed dragon, I already said I would give you rent, but you didn't want it. Now you brought people to cause trouble. You're not honest. Qin Feng smiled at Brother Dulong. Brother Dulong was so scared that he knelt on the ground again. Big brother, I was wrong. I will never. Before he finished speaking, a white light flashed, and Brother Dulong's eye exploded. He screamed like a pig being butchered. Li Ya and Ma Xinshin were both frightened by this scene. The two women hugged each other tightly, looking for comfort. They understood Qin Feng quite well. Qin Feng was usually mischievous and frivolous. He rarely got angry and made a move, but if Qin Feng really made a move, the consequences would be unimaginably terrifying. One-eyed dragon had now become an eyeless dragon. In the future, no one would call him One-eyed Dragon. Would he be happy about this? Li Hui had lost an arm, and after witnessing Qin Feng's strange skills, he was completely discouraged. He didn't even have the guts to resist. Although the dozen or so policemen still had the chance to sneak attack Qin Feng, none of them had the guts to do so. The entire room was silent. Everyone looked at Qin Feng fearfully. Qin Feng stood in the middle of the hall, looked at Leah and said, "Xiaoya, you settle the rest yourself." Leah walked to Qin Feng's side, her heart beating so fast that it couldn't stop. Qin Feng had saved Leah once again, and Leah was extremely grateful. "I'll call the station now." Leah had already taken her phone to her room. Qin Feng pulled a chair and sat in the hall. Ma Xinxin had already run over and held on to Qin Feng's arm. "You guys, clean up the room. Before the people Xiaoya calls for come over, I want this place to be exactly the same as when you came." Qin Feng's voice was ice-cold. The dozen or so policemen trembled in fear and immediately began to clean up the room. Li Hui and brother Dulong were directly dragged to the door and thrown away like trash. No one paid any attention to them. Very quickly, the reinforcements that Leah had called for arrived. The room's hygiene had also been cleaned up. It was exactly the same as before, as if nothing had happened here. "Chiefly, what's going on here?" All of a sudden, more than 10 police officers arrived. Everyone was shocked as soon as they entered the room. This was because everyone saw Captain Li Hui with a broken arm. He was left at the door and no one cared about him. "Arrest all of Captain Li's men and bring them back to the police station." Li Yi did not explain and gave the order. Everyone was shocked. It was obvious that they did not understand the situation. After hesitating for a moment, they still listened to Li Yi's words. After all, Li Yi was the person with the highest position in the bureau. You're tuning into the Dreamy Chapters YouTube channel. We're so grateful for your support and don't forget to subscribe to join us on this incredible journey through captivating stories. Your generosity through donations truly makes a world of difference, as it's the primary source of revenue that allows me to expand and enhance this channel for you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for being a part of this adventure.